By the way, your 6:30 is your favorite time of the day, hands down.
Yeah, was that a killer? Did you
That
get it?
didn't go over very well.
Aw.
Emerson doesn't know how to tell time. So
Yeah,
didn't
I
quite get
figured that.
one.
Or she's never seen a hands-faced clock.
Hands, face, clock. Yeah.
A lot of kids haven't seen
Yeah.
it.
Right.
They don't have no idea.
Right. Yeah. They don't know what 6:30. The hands are down.
My daughter Hallie, who's 24,
Yeah.
is wearing an old-fashioned wristwatch, and I go, Hallie, that time's right. She's like, well, I don't know how to read that anyway.
It just looks good.
It just looks good.
Does she know how to use a rotary phone?
No, of course not. They've never seen one.
That's hilarious. All right, cool. All right, well, we're broadcasting from Christopher's. Jennifer, you and I were talking. We've been doing this. The show's been coming out here. I was talking to Mark, the owner, I don't know, 8, 9 years. Kelly Jackson and I, the first year, were freezing in the back. Then they had a couple huts in the back. And then they moved us inside. And then you guys at St. Louis Closet Company redid the whole back storage area into it's a purse area and sort of I guess a mini
It's a clothing
boutique
It's
back there.
beautiful. It's the most beautiful closet you've ever seen.
It is fantastic.
It is fantastic.
Yeah. No, he uses every inch of this. And then the showroom, you guys also have these sort of floor-to-ceiling closets all the way along here, too.
Yeah, absolutely. We have done a lot of work with Mark and Christopher's here to organize his store to better show off his merchandise. And he has said, which is really exciting to me, since we've done the closet boutique in the back for the clothes, the sales are way, way up.
Yeah.
Because they're displayed nicer, people can see them. And then out here, we did all of these ornament shelves for the Christopher Radko ornaments, which are beautiful.
Yeah. So, Christopher's, if you've never been, shame on you. If you have been, you sort of know that this is the 30th anniversary. He used to come here long before, right? Mark was the owner.
Before Mark was the owner. Well, I grew up in Kirkwood.
Right.
This is a staple here.
Yeah.
In Kirkwood.
Yeah, and it's hard to describe. It's a sort of everything store. And then Christmas time, of course, Christmas explodes, and it's all things Thanksgiving and all things Christmas. And so every year he has a bunch of people waiting out line, old school, waiting outside. We were just talking to him. The first one showed up 5 o'clock, 5:30.
Well, at least this year, I remember one year we were here, it was 10 below zero, and there was people out there with little fire pits and blankets. Today it's not as cold, but yeah, my son Matthew was talking to us last night, and he thinks that we've lost the excitement of Black Friday because of all the online shopping. I said, not at Christopher's.
Yeah, no.
Come on up.
Well, and first of all, I think he's right. Second of all, I think that's why these people out front. Now, Mark hands out a gift basket to the first 30 people, and they got gift cards and other trinkets and things like that. So there's a bit of a prize to it. But I think they're out there just because they remember how much fun it was back into the day, going to shop for deals and getting up early and
fighting for those TVs and Cabbage Patch dolls.
knocking over old ladies and walkers. Those were the good old days. Yeah, absolutely. But no, I mean, they don't. I remember, I'm old enough to remember, we would have Tim Weiland do traffic reports from mall shopping centers around town. Jamestown Mall is going to be packed today. Oh, my goodness, getting in, getting out. The Galleria, West County Mall. Right? I mean, now they don't even exist.
Well, the few that do exist are not that crowded anymore.
Right, yeah.
And, you can start buying, I think, Black Friday specials at a lot of those types of stores. Weeks ago.
In August.
I bought something last week. It was a Black Friday sale. I was like, yay.
Yeah. So, and you're sitting there at the Thanksgiving table on your phone buying something for a Black Friday deal.
Right. But, this comes back to something, McGraw, that, is really dear to my heart is shop small.
Yeah.
Right? And Christopher's is one of those kind of stores, locally owned, family owned, a small shop. When you shop at a place like Christopher's and St. Louis Closet Company, you know that your money is staying here in St. Louis.
Yeah.
And, we're not a big box store. Today we're sitting here and, our neighbors and our friends are going to walk through the door, and we're going to support a local business owner.
Well, yes, but you also know when you go to a small store like this or Closet Company, whatever, you're going to get something at Christopher's that nobody else has.
Right.
You're going to go, right? It's not like Target's got 17 millions of these, and everyone's going to get one. Whatever you buy at Christopher's to give as a gift or for yourself or for the tree, that's it, right? It's a one of a kind. Oh my goodness, where did you get that? Which you sort of lose out when everything's, you can buy, red or green at the big box stores.
Right, right. And Christopher's is not just a Christmas holiday store.
No.
This store is here year round. And if you have not been here, come visit us today. But this is a store, like you said, when I'm just sitting here and I'm looking at, they have lotions and candles and soaps and jewelry and cards and serving platters and Christmas ornaments and kids' toys and women's clothes and men's clothes. This store has it all.
They also purses. Don't forget about purses.
Oh, the purses. Yeah, it's a cool purse room. It's a cool purse room. I unfortunately have shopped here a few too many times.
All right, so here's what we're doing. So Carl and Rose are back in the studio. We're out here at Christopher's. Mike Dubusky, speaking about malls, he's found a mall that's open somewhere in Jersey. So we're going to check in with him at some point this hour. We're going to talk to Mark, the owner of Christopher's. We'll check in with him, talk to him about what he's got to buy this stuff in, and sort of, right, he's the buyer, so he's got to buy it in, I don't know, April,
January.
May,
No,
June,
I think
right?
January.
Right?
I think they go to market in January to start buying the stuff for next
next year, yeah. So, and we'll talk to him about that. Randy Carricker is going to be along. Mizzou taking on Arkansas at some point this weekend. We'll get into all of that with Randy. Also break down more of those baseball trades with the Cardinals. So we got all that coming up this morning. How was your turkey?
How was my turkey?
Yeah.
Okay, so I hosted brunch at my house yesterday morning after the Kirkwood-Webster Day turkey trot.
Oh, what heard
3
here?
miles.
Heard
3
here
miles.
on the Big 550 KTRS.
Yep. Finished. I got a finished photo. So we had eggs, sausage, biscuits at my house. Then we went to my brother-in-law's house last night for dinner, and he had a lovely turkey. He also had ham, and he made filet mignons.
Oh.
I had a filet mignon for dinner last night, not a
la-di-da.
turkey, and it was delicious.
Oh.
With all the sides.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love a turkey sandwich, but
Right.
I'm not really.
Yeah.
They say not a lot of people eat turkey.
I love turkey. I love turkey sandwiches. I love
Yeah.
turkey and Swiss. And then I made 2 turkeys yesterday because I want turkey sandwiches for the next month. So and then everyone was like, "Hey, what are you giving away for turkey?" I was like, "No, I'm not giving any turkey away." So I kept all the turkey. I was like,
You
"You
kept it all.
you can have as much turkey as you want while you're sitting at the table. Once you leave, you don't get any more of my turkey. I'm not feeding you for 3 days. I offered you one meal. Here's your one meal."
Do you have your turkey sandwiches on white bread? Rye with mayo?
Mayo,
Mayo, yeah.
and then cracked pepper.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Lettuce. I love turkey sandwich with lettuce and mayo.
Yeah, no, I don't. I avoid the tomatoes. I avoid the lettuce. Just
Okay.
straight up turkey. Right now, here's what I find fascinating: living in St. Louis all these years. Maybe we can talk about this in a bit. Let's do that. We'll come back and talk about the discrimination against rye bread. Have you found this?
No.
I've
but
found a number of
it's not-
people-
I mean, I love rye bread, but it's not a lot of places don't have it.
Yeah, and there's a bit of a discriminatory towards rye bread. All right, Mark's here and he's bringing us everything he's got in the store. We'll talk with him in a bit. Let me tell you about Appliance Discounters. We'll take a quick break, then we'll come back in and check in with Mike Dubusky. Appliance Discounters, ladies and gentlemen, has 6 area locations. The Black Friday sales at Appliance Discounters has begun. And so you want great prices, you want name brands, you want factory rebates, you get it all at Appliance Discounters. Low prices. They have an 80,000 square foot warehouse filled with appliances. They buy in bulk. They pass all those savings on to you. Pickup and delivery. Oftentimes that's included in the price. So you get free delivery and free drop-off, free hookup, and they'll take away the old one. Appliance Discounters. To find the one nearest you during this holiday season, The Appliance Discounters or theappliancediscounters.com.
From the Woods Basement Systems Weather Desk, local experts for basement waterproofing, foundation repair, crawl space repair, and more. woodsbasementsystems.com.
Increasing clouds, but a cold, dry day on Friday with a high of 38. Snow becomes likely Friday night after midnight. Will drop to 31 degrees. Snow will be likely on Saturday morning. It could be heavy at times, and then eventually Saturday afternoon it mixes with and then changes over to rain. Saturday's high 38 degrees. We're expecting anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of snowfall in the St. Louis area. From the First Alert 4 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kristen Cornett for the Big 550 KTRS.
When you think of great steaks in the St. Louis Angeles area, one name comes immediately to mind: Citizen Kane's Steakhouse in Kirkwood.
And for one good reason.
Citizen Kane's has been providing St. Louis with impeccable service and award-winning cuisine. Open 5 p.m. Wednesday through Sunday. Call 314-965-9005 for reservations. The Butcher Shop and Gourmet Sandwich Store stocks everything you'll need to create a Citizen Kane restaurant experience at home. And don't forget a gift card for the holidays. Citizen Kane's Steakhouse and Marketplace, family owned and operated since 1993.
This Giving Tuesday, December 2nd, KTRS is honored to share the life-saving work of CHADS Coalition for Mental Health. For 20 years, CHADS has stood beside more than 700,000 young people and families, reminding them they are seen, valued, and never alone if their child is experiencing a mental health crisis. Here in Missouri, the need is vital. Suicide is the second leading cause of death for ages 10 to 34, and our state's suicide rates remain consistently higher than the national average. That's why CHADS brings hope. Through one of their programs, Hope Squad, students are trained to notice when a peer is struggling and help connect them to trusted adults. And at schools like Jefferson Intermediate, Hope Squad is changing lives, student to student, heart to heart. This Giving Tuesday, your gift helps CHADS reach more kids who need hope and ensures every school in our region has access to a Hope Squad program. Visit chadscoalition.org/donate to give, because one youth suicide is too many.
You can count on Cantor because we make your cause our cause.
No fee if no recovery. Please visit cantorinjurylaw.com or call us at 314-628-9999.
This is the McGraw Show on KTRS.
Oh. Oh, we're live. We are back. We got Mike Dubusky on the line. Mike Dubusky. Happy Thanksgiving, Mike Dubusky.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, McGraw.
All right, so let's get to brass tacks. How was your turkey yesterday?
It was very good, and I would say that is a real accomplishment for the Dubusky family. We are not cooks, but we were able to get the bird into the oven, fully cooked. Nobody's sick this morning. It's good. It all worked out okay.
All right, so the high bar was met for the Dubusky family. Okay,
Yeah.
good. What about after the dinner? What was your pie of choice?
We go pumpkin, which,
Okay.
is store-bought, but pretty darn good, I would say. We had a nice little, whipped cream on top of that. And then, and then we watched a movie, and it was nice. It was a good time.
All right, good to go. Now, where are you this morning?
So we are in Summers Point, New Jersey this morning. This is what us Northeasterners like to call the shore points of New Jersey, so down the Jersey Shore. And I'm sitting in a Target parking lot, which is filling up pretty steadily. I would say about halfway full at this point.
All right, and so are they anticipating a busy day, or what's the plan?
Yeah, generally speaking, we are. So obviously, always biggest shopping days of the year come around this time of year. Black Friday, obviously Cyber Monday coming up on Monday. According to the National Retail Federation, we're expecting about 187 million people to shop between now and the end of the holiday shopping season. So it's expected to be kind of the highest on record, according to that organization. But according to a new survey from Deloitte that we've been looking at, American consumers are expected to be spending less on an individual level this year, about an average of $622 when all is said and done. Again, at the end of December, so at the end of the whole shopping season, people will, on average, be spending about $622. That is down 4% from last year, and Deloitte finds this is a result of the rising cost of living and general financial uncertainty that the country's been facing.
You know, a lot of people are talking about Black Friday. It's not what it used to be, but in some ways, the shopping season in and of itself isn't the way it used to be, right? I bought Christmas gifts, 3-4 months ago because I saw it online or it was easy to do, and so it's getting harder and harder to try and figure out when and how buying seasons are going to be for the holidays.
Yeah, you're right. And that's something that comes up in my conversations with retail analysts a lot is that, there's so many big time shopping events. There's Amazon Prime Days now twice a year. There's this time of year, summer sales, that type of thing. And if there's always a sale, is there ever a sale is the question that keeps coming up, right? Does anybody really notice the really steep discounts? Well, the good news is, generally speaking, we are seeing the lowest prices of the year around this time of year, so that sort of wisdom does still hold true. According to Capital One Shopping, too, with the idea that more and more people are kind of shopping online rings true, but maybe the number is a little smaller than you might be expecting. About 1/5 of Americans will be doing their holiday shopping online, according to their recent survey. That did crest 20% last December, again, sort of peak shopping time. But that still means about 80% of people for around this time of year are doing their shopping in store. And I will say I got to this Target, just after it opened at 6 a.m. this morning Eastern time. I was actually really surprised by how many people were in the parking lot already. It's not the sort of crazy lines out the door and the fights that we've seen, from 15, 20 years ago. But people still like to get up early. People still, are doorbusters and they try to, score the best deal. That still does happen to a degree.
Yeah, no, when we're out here at Christopher's in Kirkwood in St. Louis, and there's people lined up out front at small local shop here in St. Louis. So I think people still like the whole communal aspect of it. But it's, thank goodness you're not knocking over old ladies and all that. But it is a different it's a different type of shopping. But I do think people like to get out. This is one of the most fun days. You watch your football, come back, eat your turkey sandwiches and all that. So
exactly.
All
Fall
right,
asleep on the couch.
Right.
That's my plan.
Yeah, no, absolutely. All right, Mike Dubusky, we'll let you get back to hanging out in a random car in a random parking lot in in Jersey in front of a Target parking spot. Have yourself a happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for all you do all year for us, Mike Dubusky, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thanks, McGraw. Take care.
You got it. All right, Mike Dubusky checking in here on the Big 550 KTRS. Who won the Kirkwood-Webster football game?
Okay, well, I don't even know who won yesterday, but here's the thing. This is what happens year after year. It happened when I was in high school. So Kirkwood this year was doing so well that they got to go to state.
Okay, yeah.
So the state game apparently takes place on Thanksgiving.
Okay.
Or right after.
Yeah, the same weekend.
Or the same weekend. So the varsity players don't get to play in Turkey Day, so the JV teams come in and play.
Got it.
So, if you're the one who goes to state, well, you're super excited about that. But if you're not the team, you've been waiting your 4 years to play the Turkey Day game, and now you're a senior and you can't play.
Right, yeah.
So that is what happened this year. Kirkwood advanced to state, and so the JV teams played yesterday. But to be honest, I don't know who won.
Yeah.
We
Joe,
need to
who
find
won the
out.
game?
Kirkwood won.
Kirkwood rolled?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they rolled, yeah.
All right.
It was a
Yay.
running clock towards the end, yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So they really were running.
Yeah.
They really did roll. But I love the whole concept of that. Just this sort of tradition of it all. As a matter of fact, can we talk about Kirkwood for a second?
Please. My favorite topic.
Oh, my goodness. Driving in this morning, it is so beautiful. Just right down, I don't know if it's Lindbergh or Kirkwood Road.
Well, when you're in Kirkwood, it's Kirkwood Road.
Okay, but I don't know when I switch into Kirkwood. Is it after Manchester? It's right after Manchester at some point?
Yeah, right after Manchester Road.
It's just the houses are so beautiful, and there's just the trees and I don't know. It's just such a nice, quaint little town.
It's a great neighborhood.
Yeah.
We have sidewalks. I love that about Kirkwood. And our downtown, I grew up in Kirkwood. I went to Kirkwood schools, and my mom still lives in Kirkwood. My sister lives in Kirkwood. I love it here. But I would say the last 5 to 7 years, Kirkwood has had sort of this resurgence. And we have gotten so many new restaurants and boutiques and shops. And it's on fire.
It's a great point. So where's that, the old Commerce Bank that's now that new apartment complex with Napoli there? Yeah.
The James with Napoli in the basement.
They are all the way up to, I guess that would be, what is that, Big Bend, I guess, right?
Big Bend, right.
You're right. It's been like a transformation of these small businesses and restaurants and bars and sort of retail sort of taken over.
We've had a lot of new sort of really cool, interesting condo buildings being built. There's 4 of them right by the Kirkwood Police Station. that are amazing, beautiful high-end condos, and they're building a new one now. It's 42 units. It's called the Aria.
Yeah.
And it's right across the street from the new Kirkwood Performing Arts Center. And it's good. The people are going to be moving in next fall. It's incredible.
Well, that Kirkwood Performing Arts Center where Stages is.
Oh my gosh. Amazing, right?
It's unbelievable.
Amazing. I know.
Unbelievable how beautiful that is. Even if you harken back to the old days, remember the old Target that was across the street from City Hall? So they tore that down,
Right.
and they built the retail on the first floor and all those restaurants there, and then they have like on top all the apartments and stuff.
Right.
They really-
Before it was Target, it was Casey's Sporting Goods.
Oh, is that right?
Yes, it was. Yes.
Now, how did your mother originally settle on Kirkwood?
Well, my mother grew up in De Pere.
Okay.
My father grew up in Kirkwood.
Okay.
My father's sister still lives in his original childhood home. So my aunt still lives here. And my mom grew up in De Pere because my grandparents owned a grocery store in De Pere right next door to the Village Bar.
Okay.
So my great uncle owned the Village Bar and my grandfather owned the grocery store next door. So she grew up in De Pere, which, she talks about De Pere was the farm. That was farmland. It was so far away from Kirkwood. And, but she went to Kirkwood High.
Okay.
So that's when she met my dad. So when they first got married, their first house was in Kirkwood, and they've stayed here ever since.
Wow. So because De Pere was the hinterlands,
Right.
she had to come in and go to the closest school, which was Kirkwood.
Exactly. I mean, isn't it? It's weird how we adjust our. When I was in high school, if we went to Chesterfield, I mean, anywhere really west of 270, we would pack a cooler, right? I mean, we would pack an overnight bag. That was so far away. And now it's, nothing.
Right.
I mean, you live west of Chesterfield.
Yeah. I live on the other side of the river, and
Right.
I still can somehow make it in every day. What's amazing to me is people say to me all the time, New Melly used to be far away. Now it's not so far. Or Lake St. Louis. Oh, my goodness, Lake St. Louis is so far away. We had a summer house in Lake St. Louis. Now it's people commute from
Right.
Lake St. Louis.
Absolutely. Well, St. Louis Closet Company, we spend more time west of the river,
Yeah.
up by where you live,
Yeah.
than we do in the Central Corridor here.
Yeah, I mean, that's where everyone's moving to.
That's where everybody's moving.
That's
the
where-
new home building.
Yeah.
Younger families, and Southern Illinois. O'Fallon, Illinois, is on fire.
Yeah.
On fire.
Yeah. All right. That's Jennifer Williams. I'm McGraw Millhaven here. We're broadcasting from Christopher's, and we're just getting started. The doors open at 8. Come on down. Say hi. Get your Christmas shopping going. We're going to talk to Mark Coulter, who is the owner of Christopher's. It's their 30th anniversary, so we'll check in with him in a minute. Let me continue on telling you about Lordo's Diamonds, another great local family-run business. Lordo's. Today's a good day to swing by Lordo's. My sister got off the plane last week, picked her up at the airport. She, got the luggage in the car. She slammed the door. She said, "Good to see you. How you doing?" "Great. How you doing, Linda?" She goes, "Take me to Lordo's." I was like, "All right." So we headed off to Lordo's because even though she lives in Arizona, she still had all this jewelry, and then the clasp broke, and this thing's loose, and I want to fix this, and I want to give this to Emerson, but first I got to do this. So her family jeweler is Lordo's, and she lives in Scottsdale. Here's the deal. We live in St. Louis. You need a family jeweler. That's Lordo's right there in Ladue on Clayton Road, right across the street from the Ladue Firehouse. It's been there a long time, just like so many of our great sponsors. They learned the business from their father, and they've been going strong all these years. So for all of your jewelry needs this holiday season, keep it local. Keep it Lordo's, lordosdiamonds.com.
22 degrees at 7:32. Israeli forces have raided a village in southern Syria, killing at least 13 people, according to Syrian officials. The raid took place on this morning as Israel continues to engage on multiple fronts. And this year's traditional kickoff to the holiday shopping season comes as consumer confidence in the U.S. economy fell this month in the aftermath of the federal government shutdown, weak hiring, and stubborn inflation. Many retail executives have reported customers becoming more selective with their purchases while at the same time remaining willing to splash out for important occasions like the winter holidays. In local headlines, MoDOT is reminding motorists to exercise caution ahead of tomorrow's forecasted winter weather. Roadways could become slick, especially on ramps and bridges. And Mercy is providing $500,000 in grants to more than 35 organizations serving children, elderly, homeless, and uninsured people across 5 states. Among the local recipients are Aging Ahead and Feed My People. 22 degrees. Time now is 7:33. I'm Rose Dalton, KTRS News, the talk of St. Louis.
Sometimes it seems all lawmakers do is tax and spend. That's why Missouri voters passed the Hancock Amendment in 1980 to place a limit on what the government can do with your money. But the Hancock Amendment is outdated. It hasn't provided a taxpayer refund since 1999 and probably won't without reform. That's why Missouri needs a taxpayer Bill of Rights. Colorado has one, and taxpayers there have received more than $8 billion in refunds. It's simple. There should be limits on government spending and refunds when there's a surplus in the state budget. A taxpayer Bill of Rights constitutional amendment would help limit the growth of government. Missouri's budget has nearly doubled in the past 5 years, yet the state lags far behind states like Colorado in economic growth. The Hancock Amendment was supposed to protect taxpayers. Now it's time for an update and a taxpayer Bill of Rights. After all, it's your money. Learn more at showmeinstitute.org. The Show Me Minute has been brought to you by Show Me Institute and Show Me Opportunity.
When you pay for tree work, you want to be sure you're getting the most for your hard-earned money. That's why you should always use the ISA certified arborist at River City Tree Service in Baldwin, Missouri. Hi, I'm Steve with River City Tree Service, and we've been the go-to tree service since 2008. Tree removal, tree trimming, storm damage, deadwood removal, stump grinding, and more. Give River City Tree Service a call for all your tree service needs at 314-270-8071. That's 314-270-8071. River City Tree Service.
Royal Banks of Missouri is proudly reinvesting in its hometown of University City. Their new branch at 8550 Olive Boulevard is now open to serve you. Visit their team in University City to discover how they can help you refresh your finances and invest in your future today. Call 314-212-1500 or go to royalbanksofmo.com for more information. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Sound familiar? At Mattress Firm, we understand there are many problems that can keep you up at night, like snoring, aches and pains, or sleeping hot. Our sleep experts have the unrivaled know-how to match you with a mattress that can help. And now through Monday, all brands are on sale at Mattress Firm with up to 72% off. For the great sleep you deserve, visit Mattress Firm. We make sleep easy. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Don't miss Macy's best deals of the year. Hurry in and shop epic Black Friday deals on this season's best gifts before they're gone. Like men's and women's boots for just $19.99. Coats for the whole family, 60% off. Levi's jeans and denim, 40% off. Plus, 50% off top beauty gifts from Yves Saint Laurent, Armani, and more. Don't wait. Black Friday is here at Macy's. Savings off select styles. Exclusions apply.
As St. Louisans, many of us fondly remember our first tram ride to the top of the Gateway Arch. This Giving Tuesday, help St. Louis children experience the wonders of their hometown national park by making a gift to Gateway Arch Park Foundation's Journey Fund. The Journey Fund covers the cost of transportation, meals, tram rides, and more for students and teachers from under-resourced schools in our community. Make a Giving Tuesday donation today by visiting archpark.org.
Hi, Chris Saraceno with the Bartolinos Hospitality Group. For over 60 years, our family has built a strong tradition, a lasting legacy, and a loyal team, serving St. Louis food and hospitality you love. Come experience one of our 5 great locations: Bartolinos South on South Lindbergh, Bartolinos The Hill at Hampton and 44, Bartolinos Twin Oaks at 141 in Big Bend, Chris's Pancake and Dining at Watson and Southwest, and Chris's at the Dock at downtown, where our family awaits to serve yours.
Whether you're on your way to see the Tigers or coming back home from the game, be sure to plan a side trip to Overstock Outlet, the best random store around where new inventory from the major big box stores arrives daily. You never know what great deals you'll find, and it's right on your way. 2 locations, in Lake St. Louis at Highway N and Lake St. Louis Boulevard, and in Warrenton at Highway 47 and Highway M. Open every day from 10 until 5. Find them on Facebook at Overstock Outlet Lake St. Louis, or check out their weekly online auctions at overstockoutletauctions.com. Let's go Tigers!
Kuna Food Service has been the trusted food supplier in the Midwest since 1918. For over 100 years, Kuna Food Service has been distributing the highest quality food products to some of your favorite restaurants while delivering superior customer service. When a restaurant puts their trust in Kuna Food Service, they get a team that truly cares about their success. That's why at Kuna, they like to say, they're big enough to handle it, yet small enough to care. Check them out online at kunafoodservice.com.
Hi, it's Frank Cusimano inviting you to join me for the Press Box, brought to you by Control Option, Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. We're going to interview some of the biggest names in sports and have our opening monologue. That's the Press Box, brought to you by Control Option, Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on the Big 550 KTRS, the talk of St. Louis.
This is the McGraw Show on KTRS.
She's be Dolly. She's be Dolly. Like, oh, Dolly.
I don't want to be a wheelchair grandma.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't want to rush my kids into having kids, but I'm kind of like, TikTok, guys. Allie, get a boyfriend.
She really doesn't need a boyfriend anymore.
Allie has so many boys that want to date her, and she's like,
she's beating them off with a stick.
she's just like, Mom, he wanted to like talk to me on the phone every night.
You know what's interesting is that the acorn doesn't fall far from the tree.
It was just like, I was like,
I could see you saying that.
well, and then she's got this one boy from San Francisco who flies in every once in a while here, and she's just like, it's not working for me. I mean, she's just so.
You raise a
smart.
good
She's so
independent
good.
woman.
She is
All right, we are back having a whole fun day here on the Friday after Thanksgiving. Lots more to get to. We're broadcasting from Christopher's in Kirkwood, just off the main drag, just off Kirkwood Road, right down the street from the train station. Christopher's has been here for 30 years. The owner, Mark Coulter. Mark, welcome back, Big 550 KTRS.
Hello, good morning, happy Black Friday.
It's not 10 years yet. What is it? We were trying to figure this out. 8, 9 years? Close, right?
It has
Something
been
like that?
with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
9. 9 years.
9 years.
All right, nine. So next year will be 10.
10.
You've owned it how long?
10 years.
10 years.
Yes.
Okay, good. And it's been here 30 years.
30 years. At year 20, I purchased from Christopher, the founder, the amazing founder,
Yeah.
and try to continue on every tradition. I think we've raised the bar.
Oh, no question about it. Were you a shopper here? Take me through that whole process.
I was, so mom, grandmother, obviously key shoppers.
Right.
And then myself, and then I interned during college.
Okay.
And that's what really sealed, I always say sealed the deal.
Right. The trusting relationship and
yes,
everything.
yes.
And then when did did he say to you, hey, I'm thinking about retiring, or do you want to buy it? Or did you come to him? Or how'd
It's
that
funny.
work?
So he actually had a list, a Post-it by his with 3 names on it. I was number 3. And I said, oh, gosh, what an insult, though. I was in a meeting with our family company, and I got a little fed up with the meeting. And so I walked outside the conference room, and I gave Chris a call. And I
Right.
said, Chris, are you thinking about retiring anytime? And he's like, this is a random call. And I
Yeah.
said, well, just always asking. I know you're turning 65.
Right.
And he goes, funny enough, he goes, next year, or it was, I'm sorry, he was 63 at the time.
Yeah.
But it was 2 years away, and we started the process. It took about a year and a half to acquire.
Yeah.
So,
It's such a unique store. It's hard to describe, but once you walk in, you get it.
yes,
Yeah.
it is. It's a mecca of just a little bit of everything from decor, number one, to gifting. The business, of course, just like anything in life, has definitely changed.
Right.
With tabletop, tabletop's not as important as it was one day, and now it's just all about that gift. It's all about those things. So
Yeah. When did you start planning for this holiday season?
we usually start about a year and a half, and
Really?
especially this one, it was probably even a little bit before that. Next year, we already have pretty much set. We just have to grab more product.
Yeah.
But this year was all about pearls. For 30 years in business, it's all about the pearls.
So, I mean, as a small business owner, you've got to be you're thinking Christmas 2026 and Christmas 2027?
Yes. So we are going into 27 here in a bit, but 26 we have our themes. We're pretty much ready.
I mean, you got to make sure you're picking right too, don't you?
Yes.
You got to know. You got to guess what's going to be in style a year from now, 2 years from now.
You know, you got to look at TikTok. You got to look at all those things that Jennifer loves. No?
all those young people, what they want.
That's right.
Well, and then the other thing, McGraw, you're always here this time of year, but Christopher's is the mecca for all holidays. I mean, we roll right from Christmas into Valentine's Day, and then Easter and 4th of July, and I mean, he has this type of for all holidays.
Right. Yeah.
And even we even planned New Year's has become bigger and larger for us, and we have a beautiful crystal snowman, very tall, about 3.5 foot. That'll be on display here soon for New Year's.
Yeah.
So it'll be fun.
All right. So you got Santa coming this year?
We do. Ho ho ho!
Explain this new thing.
So this is our first year we're launching with Santa, Mrs. Claus, and the 2 elves. So we will be basically just 2 hours of fun. Santa will be shopping with the guests, Mrs. Claus, and then we will have the elves helping as well. So we're going to elevate it every year. On the back of your handout that we're handing out to customers, we have 3,200 printed, and we just got more in yesterday, 2 days ago, and we're going to be handing them out. And then they come in that morning from 10:30 to 12:30, and they shop with us, with Santa, Mrs. Claus, and the elves, and then we can take a picture and just have fun.
And so the idea is if you come in and you see something, you can make a list.
You make a list of your top 3 items.
And you can tell someone, I left my list at Christopher's.
Yes.
You'll have it on file. They can come in and see the list.
Yes, we'll have the list right here at STL Gift with the with your top 3 items, and they can pick it. And while supplies last, we do have on there because we can't guarantee, obviously.
Sure. Yeah.
I love this idea. It's like the new bridal registry for Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
I mean, don't you always want to gift somebody something that they want,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So this is a perfect idea to be able to come in and know what your sister, your aunt, your neighbor, what they want. So it's awesome.
Yeah, it's a good deal.
Yep.
What's the hot gift? What do you see in the store? What do you every year you have a hot gift or two?
So this year, it's funny, it was a glass Christmas tree. We only have probably 30-ish left, and I'll bring it out to you all. But it was a little glass Christmas tree with little ornaments on it, and we brought in over 200 of them, and they are almost sold out.
Really?
They were $19.95. They are, not were yet, but they are $19.95. So price point, they're cute, they're cheerful. Very sweet memory, long story short. We had a guest come in. She goes, my friend, she's passing. And I said, oh, gosh, and I can't be around those moments because I start crying.
Yeah.
And I said, okay. And she goes, she loves crystal. And do you have something crystal? And we had more pricier crystal items of frames and whatnot that were $400 to $700. And I said, there are these options. And she goes, I love her, but let's do something now.
Yeah.
And so we gave, and my manager said, what about this? And she goes, oh, my gosh, look at the mirror. It was like a crystal. And it was $19.95. And she bought 2, one for herself and one for her. And she sent us a picture about 2 weeks ago and said, look at this.
Oh,
and
my
she
goodness.
goes, yeah. So it was, just those moments that even I say it's the best job I've ever had because sadly enough during death, we make it a memory and a good one, and just to try to smile always.
Yeah.
So
a couple of years ago, I was here, and I don't know if you have any this year, but it was the looks like a lantern. It was a snow globe lantern, and it was Bluetooth or USB, and it lights up and it flow. I pull those out every year. They are my favorite Christmas ornament or gifts, and we put them around the house and on the mantle and stuff. Little Santa and a little reindeer and a little this. I love those. Those are fantastic.
We have some. We've sold out of some already, but we do have a really pretty vintage one. I'd say 2 different sizes of Santa and like a town, but they're light up and they're really pretty.
Yeah, those are the coolest. And got them here a couple years ago, and they're still going strong.
Yes.
So
easy decorating.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah, God love
And one of the things I love is you have gifts for all ages, right? You have amazing gifts for little kids.
Yes.
We have great gifts for our grandmothers. But like my daughter, who's 24 years old, she came in here the other day, and she bought all these super cute coffee mugs, these Christmas coffee mugs, and the little hot cocoa mix for all of her girlfriends. Right? I mean, she's like so excited that she found these cute. The hot cocoa mix is to die for. It's like 6 little Starbucks cups with different hot cocoa mix. So you have gifts for all ages. It's not just, it's not just the mom or the grandma. It's like really sort of everybody.
Yeah. Yes. All right. So the doors open at 8.
At 8, yes.
And then you're open till when today?
We are open till 5 p.m. as always.
And then what for the rest of the holiday
And then
season? How's it looking?
tomorrow, thankful, as Jennifer and you said so nicely, thank you, shopping small. It's so important. Tomorrow is our biggest day of the year, Small Business Saturday.
Small Business
Even
Saturday.
with the weather, we're making it happen.
Right.
We're not scared of that.
Actually,
And
the weather be perfect to come to Christopher's.
it is a little bit of snow,
Yeah,
but it's
a
not
little-
on the ground.
right?
It's
A
in
little
the
wintry
air.
mix and all that stuff. Yeah, no.
We will be here at 9 a.m., an hour earlier.
Okay.
9 a.m. till 5 p.m., and then all the rest is 7 days a week.
And 7 days a week.
Yep.
What does the store look like December 24th?
It is pretty empty. It is. It's funny. I was telling you when you walked in, our inventory it was around like 1.2 million.
Yeah, no,
and
you-
it goes down to about 400, about 350.
Yeah.
In
No,
inventory,
it is
so-
packed to the gills, ready to go.
Yes.
It's all exciting. Go open the doors. We'll come back and talk
Thank
to you
you.
next hour.
Awesome. Thank you.
You got it. Mark Coulter, the owner of
Well,
Christopher's.
And also, for people who don't know where Christopher's is, we're sort of in the heart of downtown Kirkwood, and we are right across the street from the Kirkwood Farmers Market.
Yes.
The address is 127 East Argonne, Kirkwood, Missouri. You can go over and get a great Christmas tree at the farmers market, walk right across the street and get all your gifts. And the gift wrapping, right? I mean, gift wrapping. So here, it's right here. You don't have to go nowhere else. Downtown Kirkwood. Here we are.
We're just east of the train station, right? Yeah. What are they doing with the train station? Are they redoing that?
Redoing the entire thing.
Yeah.
It's wonderful that they.
I love a good train station.
So a lot of train stations apparently across America they're just tearing them down. They're just old. They're old.
Right.
And Kirkwood, I don't know all the details, so I don't want to say it wrong, but somehow Kirkwood was able to, I think, purchase the train station maybe from the railroads or whatever. And they've had a fundraising campaign for years, and they're now doing a full renovation of it back to its original. And, I mean, they're doing it right.
Yeah.
They're doing it with the beautiful green slate tile roofs.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's amazing. It's a great place.
I love me a good train station, right?
Well, this is the best one.
Yeah, no. And having it in the heart of downtown, imagine years ago, right? You were going to go, so drop me off at the train station. Can you drop me off at the train station? I got a train's coming at 3:05 or whatever.
Well, and that still happens right here in downtown Kirkwood because we have the Amtrak that heads out to Herman, and a ton of people on the weekends take the train to Herman to go to all the wineries and then come right back. Yeah.
So that's the best. That's good stuff. All right, it's 7:50. We're broadcasting from Christopher's. That is Jennifer Williams. I'm McGraw Millhaven here. Joe Davis is here. Carl's back at the studio. Rose is back at the studio. And we got a whole host of people outside ready to come in at the top of the hour. We'll take a quick break, and we'll come back. It's Black Friday here on the Big 550 KTRS. Oh, let me do Galmish. Can I do Galmish and Sons? I'll do Galmish and Sons. I got to call them because something's going on. It's a little too cold upstairs. Emerson was complaining, Daddy, it's cold up here. Call Galmish. I was like, all right, let me call Galmish. 314, or let me do this, GalmishandSons.com, because Galmish and Sons has been around for 75 years. Another great local family-run business. The hedge funds have knocked on the door. The private equity firm said, hey, why don't we buy it from you, and we'll break it down to economies of scale, and we'll hire everybody back for $6 an hour and reduce all of our customer service. Well, of course, Galmish and Sons says no, and so they're still family run, still run by the family that opened the doors in 1950. People have careers at Galmish and Sons, 25, 30-year careers at Galmish and Sons. And you talk to some of the new people, why do you work there? Why? Because Galmish and Sons, they make the technicians, or they let the technicians do what's best for the homeowner. So they get out of their way, and they let them do what they do best. So for all of your heating and cooling needs this winter, Galmish and Sons or GalmishandSons.com.
From the Woods Basement Systems Weather Desk, local experts for basement waterproofing, foundation repair, crawl space repair, and more. WoodsBasementSystems.com.
Increasing clouds, but a cold, dry day on Friday with a high of 38. Snow becomes likely Friday night after midnight. Will drop to 31 degrees. Snow will be likely on Saturday morning. It could be heavy at times, and then eventually Saturday afternoon it mixes with and then changes over to rain. Saturday's high 38 degrees. We're expecting anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of snowfall in the St. Louis area. From the First Alert 4 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kristen Cornett for the Big 550 KTRS. KTRS.
Experience a musical kaleidoscope as the St. Louis Symphony Orchestra performs Shostakovich's 15th Rebellion and Reckoning. Shostakovich's Final Symphony blends the composer's memories into an unforgettable and epic symphonic memoir. Cellist Kian Soltani joins to make his St. Louis debut, using his bow to tell the story of Haydn's elegant cello concerto, December 5th and 6th at Powell Hall at the Jack C. Taylor Music Center. Tickets at slso.org.
Hey, it's Heidi here, and this is always one of my favorites. We'll be at the Hill Antique Market December 3rd for their Christmas extravaganza, and it's a wind down Wednesday. So you can shop, snack, and be merry. The event goes from 3 to 9. We'll be in La Verona from 3 to 6. Cash bar, light snacks, and 10% discounts all day long. Plus, there'll be a surprise visitor, raffles, and added surprises. I can't wait to check out all the vendors and pop-up stores.
At 4923 Daggett on the Hill, and as always, on the Big 550, KTRS.
Experience holiday happiness and enjoy the 2025 holiday activities at the National Museum of Transportation with your entire family. Santa Claus will be arriving via helicopter at 10 a.m. this coming Saturday, then visiting from 11 to 2 to greet and listen to his fans and their wishes.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
The multi-model holiday train exhibit, including the Macy's model trains, will be running all days. For our full Santa and live reindeer scheduled dates, go to tnmot.org. That's tnmot.org.
Billy G's Chesterfield is the latest gem in the Giannino family of restaurants. The Giannino family has been proudly serving St. Louis for 50 years. Built on hospitality, community, and versatility, Billy G's Chesterfield is more than a place to eat, it's a place to connect. You'll find all the comfort of a family restaurant and the energy of a neighborhood bar and grill. Also offering breakfast and a great happy hour. Perfect for holiday catering or holiday gift cards. For hours and directions, go to BillyG's.com.
Giving Tuesday is December 2nd, 2025. Giving Tuesday is a day of impact through global giving. We hope you consider making Backstoppers part of your Giving Tuesday plans. When you donate, you're honoring our fallen and catastrophically injured heroes and standing by their families. The holiday season can be a difficult time for our families as they continue without their loved one. Your gift makes a difference and provides hope. Donate at backstoppers.org/Giving Tuesday.
Hey, the number 2 crew reporting for duty.
Number 2 crew. Let's get in that yard and clean up that doggy doo.
The number 2 crew will visit your yard once a week in the St. Louis area, and they'll take care of your dog's business. Think of them as your yard's best friend.
We are the number 2 crew. We do poo, you do you.
Customers can sign up through their website and utilize their customer portal for any sort of changes or updates. The number2crew.com or 314-717-8880.
We pick up what your dog left behind.
The number2crew.com.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. 600 Kelwood, St. Louis.
Kick off football season like a pro with the world's largest sports book at your fingertips. Circa Sports Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be. With high app limits, low holds, exceptional customer service, and no bet fees ever. Other books may charge you just to get on the field, but with Circa Sports, every play is yours to call. Start betting like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm Bob Hardcastle. Listen to my Money Talk radio program every Sunday morning from 8 to 9 a.m. on the Big 550, where we discuss your money in an easy-to-understand manner. We have interesting guests, chat about money. We try to help you feel more comfortable with your money by talking about the investment market. Join me. I'm Bob Hardcastle.
Money Talk, Sunday morning at 8 on the Big 550 KTRS.
McGraw, live in the morning on KTRS.
Oh, we're up. Live from Christopher's. This is what we do every day after Thanksgiving. They are opening the doors as we speak. The rush of humanity that has been waiting outside. They knocked over a couple of old ladies. No, they did not knock over a couple of old ladies. But they've been waiting out there. Some got there at like 5:30 this morning.
And it's 22 degrees out this morning, McGraw.
It is not cold.
Those
it
poor
is not
people
warm.
are cold.
Yeah, no, they're cold. Yeah, bring them in. But he was nice. Everybody gets a gift bag. Everybody gets a gift certificate. Everybody gets a gift bag. And then he brought out hot chocolate and coffee for them and donuts and had a little something for them. So that was all very nice. So the doors are open. And then we're in the back. Come on by, say hi. But take a chance to come in and say hi and see everything in the store. If you know what, I love that knitted pillow over there with the sleigh through the small town with the church steeple and the picket fences.
I
and
love
all that
everything
stuff.
here. I'm
I
sitting
know.
here shopping.
It
I'm
is-
like just sitting here shopping. I'm like, oh, look at that cute cookie jar. Look at those ornaments, those Christopher Radko ornaments.
We'll get to that in a second. That's Jennifer Williams. She's been doing this for years. We invite her in. She comes, gets out of her house, walks down the street, heads over to Christopher's. She's the unofficial ambassador to Kirkwood. And Christopher's here. It's on Argonne, just east of Kirkwood Road, across the street from the Tree Farm, just up the street from the train station. And so we're here for 2 more hours. Come on by, say hi. It is 8 o'clock, Black Friday here on the Big 550 KTRS St. Louis.
Mizzou football.
It's a rushing touchdown, and Missouri extends the lead.
KTRS AM, FM 1061, K291CW St.
From
Louis.
ABC News. I'm Brian Clark. Attorney General Pam Bondi vows there will be justice for the 20-year-old member of the West Virginia National Guard who died Thursday, one day after she was injured in Wednesday's shooting in Washington, D.C. ABC's Stephen Portnoy has the latest.
Tragic word of the death of Specialist Sarah Beckstrom means the charges against the suspect will include a count of first-degree murder. The U.S. Attorney for D.C., Janine Pirro, says investigators continue digging into the background of Ramanullah Lakanwal to determine a motive. If they can establish he was motivated by the ideology of terrorism, Lakanwal is sure to face federal charges that could make him eligible for the death penalty.
And President Trump vowed to re-examine the status of all Afghan refugees in the U.S. Lakanwal served with a CIA-backed unit in Afghanistan. He came to the U.S. in 2021 and was granted asylum this year. Thursday, President Trump pushed back on a reporter's question about the fact that it was his administration to grant asylum.
Because they let him in. Are you stupid? Are you a stupid person? Because they came on a plane along with thousands of other people that shouldn't be here, and you're just asking questions because you're a stupid person.
The turkey is away, so post-Thanksgiving travel's underway for many people. Hopper says the busiest airports will be Atlanta and Chicago. ABC's Matt Rivers is at New York's LaGuardia.
The news is good. Not a ton of delays or cancellations across the country being reported right now. That's a very good way to start off this weekend. The number of delays really low for this time of day, although it's not as busy today as you'll see on Sunday. Sunday expected to be the busiest air travel day of the year.
And even as more people shop online, today, Black Friday, still expected to be the busiest shopping day of the year. For shipping, it'll be different for UPS, announcing all of its MD-11 aircraft will remain grounded through the holidays after the fatal crash earlier this month in Louisville. UPS says it has contingency plans. You're listening to ABC News.
Health insurance can feel complicated, but Medica health plans are different. See, we're nonprofit, which means people first, not shareholders. And we're right here in St. Louis with affordable plans for local care you trust. Your doctors, your hospitals, to help you feel your best. With Medica, your health coverage can feel a bit simpler. And now, we're here for you. Medica health plans. You're not just covered, you're cared for.
For the past 45 years, Candici's has been offering gourmet Italian cuisine at an exceptional value, and it continues today with Candici's Catering and Express, now offering catering 7 days a week for lunch or dinner. Same great name, same great food, and now we bring it to you. Holiday parties, office parties, family gatherings, small or large. Let us serve you. Go to Candicis.net to learn more, and we will take care of the rest. That's Candicis.net. Candici's Catering and Express.
Russian President Vladimir Putin threw some cold water on the U.S.-backed proposal to end the war with Ukraine, saying the Ukrainian government has no authority at the moment, so signing an agreement would be pointless. Meanwhile, Ukraine's government's been captured in a corruption scandal, says ABC's Ian Pannell.
Anti-corruption investigators have raided the home and offices of Andrei Yermak, the head of President Zelensky's office. Yermak is a hugely powerful, influential and divisive figure in Ukraine. He's leading negotiations with the US in peace talks as well. Ukraine, of course, has been consumed by this massive, sprawling corruption scandal in the energy sector that's implicated a former close business partner of Zelensky and seen the resignation of 2 government ministers.
Hong Kong's anti-corruption agency says it's arrested 8 people in connection to renovations of apartment towers that caught fire earlier this week. 128 people were killed in the fires. Many remain unaccounted for in the 8-building complex. A team of scientists announced they had detected lightning on Mars. The French-led team said it made the discovery by listening to whirling wind that was recorded by NASA's Perseverance rover. The team says that almost all of the 55 instances of lightning occurred on the windiest days on Mars. I'm Brian Clark, ABC News.
I'm Jeff Zufall, Senior Tax Strategist and Wealth Advisor with Capital Advisory Group. Now, more than ever, having a tax strategy to protect and grow your wealth is an absolute must. Every Saturday, Josh Gilbert and I will discuss how you can keep what's yours, because the most important part of your wealth plan is your tax plan. That's Keep What's Yours this Saturday afternoon.
Capital Advisory Group presents Keep What's Yours with Jeff Zufall and Josh Gilbert this Saturday night at 9 on the Big 550 KTRS.
Hi, this is Dr. Dan Lang. Join me for Animal Talk every Sunday afternoon from 2 to 3 on the Big 550 KTRS, the Animal Talk of St. Louis.
26 degrees at 8:05. Here's what's happening now. The St. Louis area is bracing for the first snowfall of the season. This has the city of St. Louis extending the activation of cold blue protocols through Tuesday morning. This means increasing shelter beds and hours. Anyone in need of a shelter or transportation to a shelter should call 211. Code blue also applies to keeping the roadways clear. The street department will start to pre-treat roads today ahead of the snowfall and expects to begin plowing streets early Saturday. Over 200 firefighters remain on the scene of a massive warehouse fire in downtown St. Louis. Firefighters were called around 3 this morning to a fire at the old Crunden Martin warehouse near 2nd and Gratiot. That's where multiple vacant warehouses on the complex went up in flames. Smoke from this fire has been seen as far away as Granite City. No injuries have been reported. Illinois Attorney General Kwame Raoul is joining a group of attorneys general in suing the federal government for cutting off SNAP benefits for immigrants. Raoul and the coalition filed a lawsuit in order to block new guidance from the USDA, which prevents certain legal immigrants from receiving food assistance, including permanent residents who were granted asylum or admitted as refugees. The group argues that the guidance contradicts federal law and could impose massive financial penalties on states. Small Business Saturday will be held tomorrow in downtown Alton. Participating businesses will be offering discounts and giveaways. And the Missouri Department of Agriculture is looking for high school students interested in careers in agriculture. Details from KTRS's Steve Potter.
The department is looking for 30 high school students representing 4-H clubs, FFA chapters, and farm families in order to give them the opportunity to explore careers by becoming involved in the 2026 Missouri Agribusiness Academy, a competitive program for sophomores who want to pursue agriculture-related degrees and careers. Selected students will participate in a year-long program touring sites in the St. Louis area, attending the Missouri State Fair, and learning more about the industry in Jefferson City. Since 1988, the Academy has graduated more than 1,100 students, and those interested have until January 15th to apply. 2026 will mark the Missouri Agribusiness Academy's 39th year. Steve Potter, KTRS News.
This KTRS Business Minute is brought to you by Walter Knoll Florist, the place for all your floral needs. Place your order anytime at WKF.com. Currently 25 degrees at 8:07. I'm Rose Dalton, KTRS News, the talk of St. Louis.
All right, we are back. The doors are open, and oh my goodness, it is a mass of humanity at Christopher's. No, actually, it's really very nice, and they're coming in, and they're doing a walkthrough and doing a once-over, and they're checking their list, and
they're shopping.
They're shopping,
They are
baby.
shopping. People have stuff in their hands.
There
They
was
are
actually
shopping.
smoke coming from the debit card machine, actually. I thought I saw that. All right, here's the deal. We are enjoying the best of Thanksgiving 2025 because it's Black Friday. And we're broadcasting from Christopher's in Kirkwood. We've been doing this now for a number of years. Mark Coulter, the owners, owned it 10 years. Christopher's has been open 30 years, and everybody who was waiting online when they opened the door got a $30 gift certificate in honor of the 30 years, and then they got a gift bag full of a whole bunch of goodies and stuff. And it's a fun little place to – oh, look at that. Anybody will show up. Oh, my goodness. Sweetest people come by and say hi. Emerson will be here in about an hour or so. Oh, all right. All right, there you go. We'll get Mark here in a second. Your husband was here on the break.
My husband was here.
Yes. I would marry your husband tomorrow.
Well, he's taken.
He's taken.
He's
Okay.
taken.
The nicest man in the world.
The nicest man in the world. He, you've seen it, the new St. Louis Closet Company VW Bug.
It's really cool looking.
Well, apparently Santa is making an appearance this morning outside driving the Bug, and he got a really good parking space. So I said, "Oh, sweetie, did you bring my lip gloss?" He goes, "No, I'll go walk home and get it for you and bring it back." So now McGraw wants to marry my husband.
Well, that's not the only reason I want to marry your husband. But how's the St. Louis Closet Company bus going? Or the Bug.
The VW Bug.
Yeah.
Well, it's great. We drive it around town, and
do people honk when they see
people
you?
honk. People roll their window down. They take pictures. The other day, some guy who we don't even know posted on his Instagram page, like, I never knew I needed a St. Louis Closet Company closet until I saw this cool lady driving around this cool car. So, you know the story. When I started St. Louis Closet Company, all I could afford was an old rusted Volkswagen Bug.
Yeah.
And I love them. Since then, I've bought two. And we decided to put the logo on and start a new marketing campaign called Are Your Closets Bugging You?
Yeah.
And now you just see the Bug all over St. Louis.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
So fun.
Mark Coulter joins us. The doors are open.
Doors are open.
Welcome to Christmas 2025.
Yes, that is true.
Very
So
excited?
true. It is exciting. I think it was the largest line we've ever had.
Okay.
Which was great, and people are just shopping away and have some pillows and have just a whole bunch of goodies.
I mean, it must be, as a small business owner, right? I mean, you buy all this stuff, you put it in here, you get it in. There must be a lot of apprehension, a lot of nervousness. You must have a nightmare that you wake up Friday morning and no one shows up, right? I mean, that's it's the angst of a small business owner.
Last year was that first time I've ever had that, because we were here obviously 6 a.m. and people didn't start lining up till 6:40, 6:45. This year, 4:47. The first guest was in line.
At 4:47 a.m.?
Yes, when our cameras dinged. And then we had a guest, I think it was an hour, 5:50 somewhere. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
So. All right, good.
That's amazing.
All right, let's talk about these Christmas ornaments because these are really, really cool.
Yes. Christopher Radko, as everyone hopefully knows, if not, quite the ornament. We've had it for 30 years. It is, and their 30-year anniversary actually is this year as well. So we have a promotion with them: buy two, get your third complimentary.
Oh, wow.
And then any ornament in our store, buy two, your third is complimentary free.
Now, I see you've got St. Louis with the arch and the old courthouse. Are those Christopher Radko's?
Those are not. Those are another line, very popular, Old World ornaments. And we are St. Louis's, I would say, premier for ornaments that we've always been known for. This year we brought in around 9,472 more ornaments, as you can tell by buying, than we ever have. So,
oh my goodness.
But we have literally, we are almost to the point where we have them all out of back stock. So it's impressive.
They started selling Christmas ornaments before Halloween.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh.
when you guys started decorating the store,
Yes.
I was like, are people buying them this early? He said, oh, we can't keep it stocked.
Yeah, yeah.
crazy.
Well, they're not just. I mean, they're ornaments, but they're showpieces. They're pieces of art. I mean,
They are.
They're more than just an ornament.
They're memories, from baby's first Christmas, obviously, to, boy, girls, doctors, vets. I mean, we carry it all. So for all that memory.
So you got the St. Louis ones. Then you have the nice little house with the snow on top.
For the first home.
Yeah.
And then we have Mr. Potato Man and Mrs. Potato.
Mr. Potato Head.
Potato Head.
Mr. Potato Head.
There we go.
Yes.
Potato Head.
Okay, something else that they have that not a lot of people, and I think they come out just around the holidays, they have these beautiful wooden gift boxes.
Ooh.
That are designed for a wedding,
yes.
couple, or there's maybe
wedding baby,
your first baby.
Yes.
So, as a wedding gift, you give them the box, and there's 6 or 12 beautiful ornaments, and it's in a beautiful wood box. What a great wedding gift! My son Matthew, who's 25, all his friends literally got engaged in the last minute, and I said, Matthew, this is the perfect gift to give your friends, right? When you first get married, imagine having a whole beautiful box of your, of wedding ornaments.
So the box is a gift. The box is a gift.
Is a gift, and it comes with the ornaments and a beautiful certificate.
Oh my goodness!
Isn't this perfect?
It is.
I mean, this is perfect.
And what's nice is, as we get older, the space that it takes up. It doesn't take up much space at all.
So here you've got a bride and a groom, a little chapel, a little heart with wedding rings, the little wedding bells, and you get this beautiful certificate. This is such a great wedding gift.
Oh my goodness, that is
amazing?
fantastic.
It's amazing.
It's also, again, no one's going to give you 2 of those, right? It isn't like your aunt's going to fly in from Oregon and get you one too, right? I mean, this is going to be one of those original items that you get.
Yes, very true.
Wow, that's a sweet little
Isn't that
deal.
Isn't that a great idea?
Yeah.
So I think they're only out around the holidays, right?
They are,
So
yep.
I saw them last year, and I was like, oh, that'd be a great wedding gift. And then all of a sudden, my son's friends are all getting. I'm like, oh my gosh! So we bought 3 of them the other day.
Yeah. That's a nice little deal.
Great gift.
August 1st, those come out with other ornaments, and then it just starts, going to holiday cheer.
All right, so you have the Radco ornaments. I love this knitted pillow here with the sleigh through the the snow-covered colonial town there.
Pillows, you can never have enough. I should not ask my other half because I have too many. No. But they're just every memory of, from childhood memories to Jennifer's little pen, Santa.
Great stocking stuffers.
Stocking stuffers.
Have you looked through these glasses? Look at the glasses at a light, and you see snowmen.
You see thousands of snowmen.
That's a snowman. Look right at the light bulbs.
And then you
Oh yeah.
Those are great for adults,
glasses.
kids of all ages, and we
That's
also
really
have
funny.
Fraser fir. And then Jennifer's holding this beautiful flower.
Yeah,
the
talk about
amaryllis.
this, Mark. These are new this year. I've never seen these, and I didn't understand it until I came in the store, and I was like, what is that?
Yeah, so we started them spring, sold out within about a week, and we brought in over 300 of them, and
It's
we
a
are
real
almost
bulb. This
only
is
100
what
left.
are these? Amaryllis?
Amaryllis.
Amaryllis.
So it's
It's
like
a real bulb,
succulent.
and it just grows right
It just
out
grows.
of this.
You have to do nothing at all.
And it grows in
you
those
get
big,
3,
beautiful flowers.
Yeah, 3 to 5 amaryllis stems.
Right.
And then you cut it when it's done after about 3-4 months. It'll stay bloomed beautifully for about 3 months. Then you cut that stem and then you put it in hibernation. Next year you bring it out and it'll do it again. It's a gift that keeps giving.
Really?
So yeah. So tomorrow those will be at a Small Business Saturday sale.
Aren't those amazing?
Wow.
It's the actual, and then they're sort of decorated with the glitter. It's just a bulb. It's hard to describe. It's like you need to come to Christopher's to see one. But it's like the I can't even say
Amaryllis.
Amaryllis bulb on a stand, and it just grows. I think you have one at your checkout counter
You're kinda like-
that started growing.
You're kind of like Ron Howard in The Music Man. Amaryllis.
Amaryllis. I can't.
Amaryllis.
It is
you
a
know
hard
what?
one. It is.
It is a hard one. Amaryllis.
Yes.
It's beautiful.
That is kind of a neat deal.
I think it's so cool.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Well,
All right.
awesome.
I love this store, and it's Christmas has exploded. And you really, as a small businessman, I mean, you got to take the leap, and you've done it for 10 years now. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Get back to work, and we'll talk to you
Awesome.
next hour.
Thank you.
All right. That's Mark Coulter from Christopher's.
It's just amazing in here. And then, you can even come by, and if you don't know what to buy a gift certificate. They've got a great sale going on gift certificates where you buy $100, you get $10, you buy $250, you get an extra $50. on and on. So you can buy gift cards in the store and online.
Can you buy gift cards at St. Louis Closet Company?
You can. Absolutely. It's a great gift.
Yeah. It's a great sort of incentive, or hey, here's $200
Right.
towards your closets, or
Well,
$500 towards your closets.
It's a great gift for men to give their wives or their girlfriends.
Oh, yeah.
Because, who doesn't want a custom closet, right? Who doesn't?
Right.
So it's a thoughtful gift because, you come into the store, you can buy a gift card for any dollar amount, and we'll wrap it up with a nice brochure, and then Christmas morning you can open that, and then we'll go give them the free estimate, and then she still gets to design the closet.
Right. So, it's a perfect way to have something under the tree. And then kick in a little something, and here's your gift. It's gonna
And
be
we have a lot of our customers through the years who kids now are buying their first homes, and the mom comes in and she's like, I'm going to buy a gift certificate for all my kids to get closets this year.
Right, yeah. No, that's a great idea. All right, good. Jennifer Williams, St. Louis Closet Company. All right. The tech, what do you want me to do? St. Mary's? Carl, want me to do St. Mary's? I'll tell you about St. Mary's.
Please do.
St. Mary's High School. Joe Day's got a big old smile on his face talking about St. Mary's. Joe, where'd you go to high school? You went to CBC, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely not. With the Chaminade.
Chaminade, I apologize. Those are fighting words. I apologize. Let's talk St. Mary's High School because, St. Mary's is in that conversation as those all-boys Catholic schools here in St. Louis. And they hit a bit of a rough patch a couple years ago. The Archdiocese pulled the support. And what happened? In the true fashion of St. Mary's, they locked arms, and they said this is too important to close down. So now they just announced last week this insane amount of donations. I don't want to quote the number. I think it's $1.5 million of a anonymous donor who donated the money to St. Mary's High School. It's an extraordinary gift. But again, that's the type of community you join when you join St. Mary's High School. So if you're looking for an all-boys Catholic education, to look at St. Mary's on South Grand, just past Ted Drew's. They own their own building. They own their own lot, if you will, if I can steal a phrase. They've teamed up with unions and businesses to teach skills that are going to be needed for the 21st century. And when you graduate from St. Mary's, you have access to all of the alumni, which is a whole lot of millionaires and a couple of billionaires along the way. St. Mary's High School, one of the great St. Louis high school traditions, and your young man could be a perfect fit. To find out more, stmaryshs.com, stmaryshs.com.
From the Woods Basement Systems Weather Desk, local experts for basement waterproofing, foundation repair, crawl space repair, and more. woodsbasementsystems.com.
Increasing clouds, but a cold, dry day on Friday with a high of 38. Snow becomes likely Friday night after midnight. Will drop to 31 degrees. Snow will be likely on Saturday morning. It could be heavy at times, and then eventually Saturday afternoon it mixes with and then changes over to rain. Saturday's high 38 degrees. We're expecting anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of snowfall in the St. Louis area. From the First Alert 4 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kristen Cornett for the Big 550 KTRS.
When you pay for tree work, you want to be sure you're getting the most for your hard-earned money. That's why you should always use the ISA certified arborist at River City Tree Service in Baldwin, Missouri. Hi, I'm Steve with River City Tree Service, and we've been the go-to tree service since 2008. Tree removal, tree trimming, storm damage, deadwood removal, stump grinding, and more. Give River City Tree Service a call for all your tree service needs at 314-270-8071. That's 314-270-8071. River City Tree Service.
Hey, Heidi Glaus here, asking you to join us weekly as we present the KTRS Book Club, presented by the St. Louis County Library for readers of every generation. Books transport us anywhere our imagination wants to go. They are absolutely magical. The KTRS Book Club will introduce you to local and national authors, events, and special programs presented by the St. Louis County Library every week from 3 to 6 right here on the Big 550 KTRS.
Bluss Jewelers, the small personal jeweler with a big heart, has been pleasing their customers with perfect holiday gifts for over a century. Stop in this Black Friday and Small Business Saturday for special deals and refreshments while you browse. Bluss's fully committed staff always provides a superior shopping experience and the best service long after your purchase is made. Bluss Jewelers is at 12022 Manchester Road, about a mile east of 270. Go to blussedjewelers.com. Christmas, St. Louis, and Bluss Jewelers.
Call the closer with Lauren Risley Realty every Sunday afternoon at 1. Powered by Homestead Financial Mortgage on the Big 550 KTRS, the talk of St. Louis.
What goes great with Mizzou Tigers football? Well, Dogtown Pizza, of course. And with 12 different flavors to choose from, you can have a different pizza every game.
Pepperoni peppercini, hot chicken, the SOB sausage onion bacon, and the newest addition to the lineup, meatball mozzarella.
Forget the pumpkin spice. The best fall flavor is football and pizza. MIZDOG. Dogtown Pizza and dogtownpizza.com. Dogtown Pizza, and check out all 12 flavors online at dogtownpizza.com.
As St. Louisans, many of us fondly remember our first tram ride to the top of the Gateway Arch. This Giving Tuesday, help St. Louis children experience the wonders of their hometown national park by making a gift to Gateway Arch Park Foundation's Journey Fund. The Journey Fund covers the cost of transportation, meals, tram rides, and more for students and teachers from under-resourced schools in our community. Make a Giving Tuesday donation today by visiting archpark.org.
Tune in Mondays to the Frank and Jill Show for Success St. Louis Style as they feature a St. Louisan making a difference in our community. Brought to you by the St. Louis Chess Club.
Building champions in the classroom and the community. Online at stlouischessclub.org.
Giving Tuesday is December 2nd, 2025. Giving Tuesday is a day of impact through global giving. We hope you consider making Backstoppers part of your Giving Tuesday plans. When you donate, you're honoring our fallen and catastrophically injured heroes and standing by their families. The holiday season can be a difficult time for our families as they continue without their loved one. Your gift makes a difference and provides hope. Donate at backstoppers.org/Giving Tuesday.
Meet Miss Emma Woodhouse, Jane Austen's most high-spirited heroine. Emma has a plan for everyone's love life, except her own. Jane Austen's Emma, playing on stage at the Rep, December 3rd through 21st. Get tickets now at repstl.org.
Tune in Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. for Straight Talk and Retirement with Jeff and Aaron Lapidus for an intimate understanding of the retirement needs you may soon be facing.
Now, back to McGraw. Presented by Londoff Chevrolet and Londoff.com on the Big 550 KTRS.
Stops me from getting yelled at by Jennifer Williams. Good thing we're back. We are broadcasting from Christopher's, downtown Kirkwood, and Black Friday is alive and well. This is what Black Friday is supposed to be. People aren't knocking over old ladies with canes, but they're walking the aisles, having a nice time, checking things out.
Shopping. And they're shopping small, right?
Shopping small.
Shopping at a locally owned small business.
It's not too crowded. It's not, right? It's got a nice pace to it. Come on down, experience Kirkwood, maybe grab some lunch somewhere and have a nice old time.
Johnny Londoff Chevrolet.
Well, I know. Well, we'll come down. We'll shop first, and then have some
Go
lunch
to Spencer's Grill.
Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have secured Johnny Londoff from Johnny Londoff Chevrolet. Good morning, Mr. Londoff.
You've got two Johnny Londoffs here. You've got me, John Londoff Jr., the old man, and then you've got the youngster here, John Londoff III, along with Team Johnny Londoff Chevrolet.
Hey. Say hi to Jennifer Williams from St. Louis Leather Company.
Hello. Good morning.
That was embarrassing. Come on now, say a better hello to the nice lady.
I'm working for free today, guys. You gotta give me some credit here.
All right, set the scene for us. Set the scene for us, Johnny. How was Thanksgiving with the family?
Oh, amazing, just amazing. Before COVID, my lovely wife would entertain her beautiful family, and we'd have almost 70 people. Many years ago, my dad would say, he goes, son, there's a lot of them. I'm like, Dad, you've known this for a long time. She's 8 of 9 children. Yes, there's a lot of them. But then they said, you know what, a little too much. So we had, I think, 10, right, John? Yeah. But food was amazing. Yeah. Good. And how was your Thanksgiving?
Ours was wonderful. Everybody had nice time. There were no fights. No one threw anything. Everybody was still talking at the end of the night. So it was all It was all very, very fun. A lot of fun. You guys, though, had at one point 70 people over for Thanksgiving?
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
And
turkey.
Mimi's maiden name is Keneally. The Keneally family taught my family how to really have fun. We're not, this isn't like a stopwatch. We're here for a marathon. We're here for a long time. A couple of hours of appetizers and, yes, some alcohol. Okay. And I did marry into a beautiful Irish Catholic family. So, of course, there's, some good drinks. Yeah. And, we used to go through like 12 to 14 cases of beer 25 plus years ago. Then we're going through a case of wine. I'm like, woo, man, let's get back to the beer. It's a lot less expensive. But you know what? We're ready for a big day. We've already got some customers here. Service departments are open at both locations. Johnny Lundop Chevrolet, Johnny Lundop Autoplex. And we've got a great crew of technicians and service advisors here. But, let's talk about the retail side of life, team. Rick, what do we got on the Johnny Lundop Chevrolet pre-owned side?
We got a lot of nice trade-ins and purchase vehicles. There's about 25 on the way in. A couple of the vehicles we did put on sale before we left Wednesday night. We have a 25 Blazer EV. It's an RS all-wheel drive with only 12,000 miles. It's $33,882. And we just took in a real nice Chevy Trax. It's a 17 Trax LT with 67,000 miles for $11,990.
Wow. Nice. Wow, that's unbelievable. Steve Hennig, Cedric Montgomery, Johnny Lundop Chevrolet, the finance team. Man, oh man, we literally have finance companies begging us for business.
We got banks calling us, asking us to send them more and more deals, which puts you guys in the driver's seat. We can actually work these banks, get you the most competitive rate out there, probably lower than it has been in the last couple of years. But we will help you out. Let me and Cedric and Dave Moore and Stacy work your deal for you, and we will get you the most competitive rate out there and get you the payment that you guys are looking for.
We actually have other dealers calling our management team going, hey, we've got a customer. Our dealership cannot get them financed. Can we send them to you?
Yes, sir. All the time.
All the time. Yeah. Don't make finance a hard thing. Lean on this expertise here at Johnny Lundop Chevrolet, and we will take care of you like we've always done. Me, Steve, Dave, Stacy Warren Carter out the Autoplex. Give us that opportunity like we always ask, and we're sure to make you happy from the finance department.
So Jimmy Sappho, he couldn't drive in from O'Fallon. He's at the Autoplex, but he did send me a text message. We have two 2025 Chrysler Pacifica S. Man, what's that S stand for? Super, I guess.
Sexy.
Leather interior, has a sunroof, and for only $39,900. I think that thing new is like $50,000 plus. And a 2016 Buick Envision. I'm trying to read his handwriting.
I thought he texted you.
Yeah, leather interior and a sunroof for only $11,900 for 2016 Buick Envision. How about that? What a great deal. And Josh Cleathermos, our IT director, he keeps everything running smoothly around here. Right, Josh?
Yes, I do.
A little more excitement, Josh, for the love of God. Come on, man. It's Black Friday. Let's go.
Come on, give us a little. Give us a little love. Come on.
Yeah. We got two of our Supreme sales representatives in here. Pete Thibodeau, Mr. Gene Staten. Say hello, Pete.
Good morning. Morning.
All right. They had way too much turkey last night, obviously.
She's got a tie.
Black Friday.
You look great, man. I'm telling you what. Wow. I have to see if there's a tie around here somewhere. But my
hey, JL3, bring it home. Set the scene for us. How's the building and lot this weekend?
It's beautiful. It's primed and ready for a big weekend. Anyone in the market for a new Chevrolet or pre-owned vehicle, we will be here. I know a lot of people that have the day off today. If you're looking for a new vehicle, come on up and see us. We'll be here all day.
Now,
All
I
day
know
long.
there's yes. Oh, I know there's snow in the forecast. So I also know that it doesn't. I know it doesn't snow on the building and lots at Londoff.com. So don't worry about that. But JL3, is it true that you got started there, and you used to have to clean off the cars and all the snow?
I used to. I still do. The part of my day on Wednesday was running up to the back lot and checking on the plow truck to make sure it still starts up and have it ready, even though the ground is still way too warm for anything to accumulate. But no, it used to be, if it was snow days when we were a kid, it meant hopping in the car with him to come clear off the lot. And now when it's snow days as a working adult, it just means hopping in my own car and driving up here and getting the lot ready, along with our wonderful crew out here, Lamont McGee, Joe Eschbacher, Rodney Martin, in our detail shop, and then some of the guys in the service and sales. It's one of those things that's a team effort. So yeah, it's just part of the job.
Good stuff.
It's what we do.
Everything.
Johnny Londoff Chevrolet and Johnny Londoff Autoplex. And I'm telling you what, you want a deal? Come on and see us. Either Johnny Londoff Chevrolet, Johnny Londoff Autoplex. We're here at the end of the month. Monday, all of our great deals that we have for new and used at the Chevy store, they go through Monday night, December 1st. But don't wait. Come in now. Can't you tell how excited we all are, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. The weekend.
You still there?
I'm still here, guys.
All right. Well, good. You do a great job with you and McGraw.
All right. You guys are sweet. Get back to work. Thanks for checking in. Put down the eggnog. Go out and clear off the cars. You guys will be there all weekend long, and gals. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and everything is online at Londoff.com. Guys, have a good weekend. Thanks, man.
Thank you. Bye.
All right, there you go. They're a little groggy this morning up there at Londoff. I think they had too much turkey
but they're
last
so
night.
fun. They're fun.
Oh,
when I
good
listen,
people.
when I listen in the mornings, they're fun.
JL3. I told him this the first time he was on the air. He was a little nervous, a little apprehensive. The guy's a radio star waiting to happen. He's got the driest sense of humor, very funny.
How old is he?
He's 24, maybe 20.
All right, let's get JL3 and my son Matthew on.
Oh yeah.
One day and
Yeah,
see
yeah,
what
yeah.
they come up with.
Yeah. Send them to lunch first. Let them get to know each other a little bit,
Okay.
and then bring them on. That's actually a pretty good idea.
I think that you need to, work on the younger,
The next generation.
the next generation of listeners, and
Yeah.
start bringing in some young people. And, throw out a topic. What are they thinking about?
That's a great idea.
It is a good idea.
Program Director Jennifer Williams here on the Big 550 KTRS. All right, hang that thought. The greatest husband in all of mankind is finally back with the lip gloss.
The lip gloss.
What took you so long? I mean,
You had to walk home.
He should have ran. Come on now. What's going on? Stay right there. We're broadcasting from Christopher's in Kirkwood. Black Friday continues here on the Big 550 KTRS.
I love a day on the water with friends, but my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis sometimes holds me back. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy.
Teaching music is my passion, but my active psoriatic arthritis can limit me at times. Now I'm treating my joint symptoms with Skyrizi.
With Skyrizi, most people with plaque psoriasis saw 90% clearer skin at 4 months.
Or if you are an adult with active psoriatic arthritis, Skyrizi helps you move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin.
There's nothing like better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZI to learn more.
Concerned about where your retirement is heading? Is it on track to meet your needs and goals? Are taxes and inflation a constant worry? Well, you can join Jerry Means for What Retirement Means to You, powered by Means Financial Group, and find out how their team can help guide you to that retirement you've always dreamed of. Listen to What Retirement Means to You with Jerry Means, Sunday mornings at 10 on KTRS, The Talk of St. Louis. More details at meansfinancialgroup.com.
For 20 years, Gateway to Hope has stood beside individuals and families facing breast cancer. And today our patients need us more than ever with rising costs and tough decisions. This year alone, we have helped more than 1,000 patients access breast care health and provided $450,000 in financial assistance. And as we close this anniversary year, please consider making a gift at gthmo.org. Together we can ease these burdens and work toward ensuring patients no longer have to make these impossible choices. That's gthmo.org.
Experience holiday happiness and enjoy the 2025 holiday activities at the National Museum of Transportation with your entire family. Santa Claus will be arriving via helicopter at 10 a.m. this coming Saturday, then visiting from 11 to 2 to greet and listen to his fans and their wishes.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
The multi-model holiday train exhibit, including the Macy's model trains, will be running all days. For our full Santa and live reindeer scheduled dates, go to tnmot.org. That's tnmot.org.
Whether you're on your way to see the Tigers or coming back home from the game, be sure to plan a side trip to Overstock Outlet, the best random store around where new inventory from the major big box stores arrives daily. You never know what great deals you'll find, and it's right on your way. 2 locations, in Lake St. Louis at Highway N and Lake St. Louis Boulevard, and in Warrenton at Highway 47 and Highway M. Open every day from 10 until 5. Find them on Facebook at Overstock Outlet Lake St. Louis, or check out their weekly online auctions at overstockoutletauctions.com. Let's go Tigers!
Call the closer with Lauren Risley Realty.
First day on the market, we had multiple offers. They're definitely on top of things, but we loved working with them. They made it so easy for us.
All you need to know about real estate and more.
I am Lauren Risley. I'm here with my right-hand man, Adam Bundren. Every Sunday at 1 o'clock, you'll be hearing from us a full 1-hour show on all things real estate.
Call the closer with Lauren Risley Realty every Sunday afternoon at 1. Powered by Homestead Financial Mortgage on the Big 550 KTRS.
Hey, the number 2 crew reporting for duty.
Number 2 crew. Let's get in that yard and clean up that doggy doo.
The number 2 crew will visit your yard once a week in the St. Louis area, and they'll take care of your dog's business. Think of them as your yard's best friend.
We are the number 2 crew. We do poo, you do you.
Customers can sign up through their website and utilize their customer portal for any sort of changes or updates. The number2crew.com or 314-717-8880.
We pick up what your dog left behind.
The number2crew.com.
Don't miss Straight Talk on Retirement with Jeff and Aaron Lapidus every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Join this dynamic father-daughter duo every Saturday morning for an entertaining and intimate understanding of the retirement needs you may soon be facing. From decades of financial planning expertise combined with a deep knowledge of healthcare benefits, Aaron and Jeff will give you the Straight Talk on Retirement every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. right here on the Big 550 KTRS.
Now, back to McGraw. Presented by Londoff Chevrolet and Londoff.com on the Big 550 KTRS.
All right, so we got Jennifer Williams here from St. Louis Closet Company, who is co-hosting today. Rose is back in the studio. Carl's back in the studio. We're broadcasting a special edition of the McGraw Show, a special Blossom today. We're broadcasting from Christopher's in Kirkwood. And Randy Carricker is going to join us next hour, talk a little sports. Jennifer and I have been sort of passing the time. People have been coming by saying hi. Christopher's is a great gift store, if you will. It's in downtown Kirkwood, across the street from the farmer's market, right off of Kirkwood Road, right next to the tree lot. And if you notice the tree lot, there is a red bug right in front of the tree lot. That's that red is that's a red, but it's like a maroonish, reddish something.
It's an original 1966 Volkswagen bug color.
That is a great red color. And it smells like a bug. You stick your head in there, you're like, it smells like 1975. What year is that bug?
It's a 1966.
1966.
The year I was born.
Smells like 1966. It's just, I don't know what that leather smell is. It just smells like a bug.
It's funny. Someone else said that exact same thing. And I was like, my car doesn't smell. And they're like, no, it smells like a Volkswagen bug. I said it was probably the gasoline right? Because the gasoline you just pour right in, and there's no real barrier between the steering wheel and the gas tank.
It's the leather, or I don't know what it is. It's fantastic. Anyway, Dan Zarlinga joins us from the Missouri Department of Conservation. Good morning, Dan Zarlinga.
Good morning, guys. How are you today?
We're good. How was your Thanksgiving?
Very good, thank you.
All right, good. So we'll get to some of these gift ideas in a second, but deer season officially over, right? It was over on Wednesday?
Well, so the November firearms portion was over on Tuesday, the 25th.
Okay.
But we still have the CWD extension for certain select counties. It's still going on until the 30th. And so that will wrap up our main November firearms season then. But we still have some other seasons coming up, like antlerless. We have another youth season coming up. I believe that's this weekend. And so there's still some deer hunting out there. And then, of course, the archery season goes until January 15th.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, good. So you'll keep us abreast of that as we move through. But if you love nature, you guys got something for the Christmas list?
Yeah, so we have what we call the NBC Nature Shop, and that's basically an outlet where people can purchase gifts for nature lovers or for themselves. It's kind of all nature, outdoor-related things. And that's mdcnatureshop.com if you want to go to the website, or you can go to Powder Valley Nature Center, not too far from where you guys are in Kirkwood. And you can also purchase them there. And the nice thing about this is a lot of the gifts are under $10 or products. You don't have to give them. You can give them to yourself. So it's kind of an economical way to help, maybe please somebody who loves the outdoors on your Christmas list.
Yeah, great. What's new this year?
So one of the cool products, folks may be familiar with our Explore magazine, which is for kids. It's free for Missouri residents, comes out once every 2 months. It's a great publication, but we've created a book based on content from that magazine called You Discover. And what it is, it's basically a mini field guide. It's kind of built for outdoor use. It's spiral bound, nice rugged material. And it's taken from MDC's Explore magazine, and it contains 13 mini field guides. So it helps kids get out, or maybe adults even, get out and enjoy nature, learn something about it in a guided way, in a convenient go-to guide type format. And it's just a lot of fun, and it helps young people connect to nature, learn more about the natural world around them, plants, animals, all kinds of cool stuff. So it's a great gift, actually, and it's only $8.95.
What is your most popular gift year in and year out?
Yeah, so our most popular gift every year, it's always a favorite, is our annual natural events calendar. And the 2026 one is available now. It's $9. And the neat thing about the calendar is it's got beautiful photography all through it of, Missouri landscapes and wildlife and cool little natural details. So it's a very visually stunning calendar to have. But in addition to being that, it also, on the calendar days, it gives you things to look for in the natural world. So it kind of helps keep you in touch with what's going on in nature. For example, if we look to this week, it reminds us that red admiral butterflies are looking for overwintering sites, and milkweed pods are opening, and great horned owls are courting, so we can listen for their calls out in nature. So it helps keep you in touch with what's going on. So that's also a very popular product, and that goes for $9 as well.
Well, those gray-horned owls better get home, and no courting late into the evening. Dan, on the calendar, are any of those pictures yours? Because I know you love to take pictures of the outdoors.
Yes. Yes, I've had pictures in there past. I didn't have any this year because I missed the deadline for the entry. But there's plenty of other great photos in there too. So we have a lot of, and they're all from Department of Conservation employees and our trained volunteers. So you're actually getting people who really go out in the outdoors and really enjoy and do these things who are taking the photos. So that's kind of a neat way to showcase their talent.
Yeah. Calendars, but you also have books there too, don't you?
Yeah, we do. So, again, a book that's kind of based on our Explore magazine because it's so popular. It's called Strange But True, and it's just kind of a lot of fun and quirky and weird facts about nature. It's kind of like a Ripley's Believe It or Not, only it's real, and it's all true, and it's about things going on in nature. So that's a fun it's 350 weird facts and illustrations and things like that are really kind of fascinating, creepy, quirky, whatever. And we also have our Cooking Wild in Missouri. That's a favorite cookbook that's kind of guides you through cooking with, wild game, wild edibles, berries, and stuff like that, plants in the wild. So it's kind of great for locavore folks who want to keep their food local. So they can hunt and gather and all that, and then you have recipes here to how to make good things out of those things you find. And then we have the Paddler's Guide to Missouri, so great for people who love to go float tripping.
Oh, yeah, nice. Lastly, Jennifer, I know handwritten notes, big deal for you.
Thank you notes, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, thank you notes.
Yeah. You guys got some thank you notes and some note cards out there as well?
Yeah, we do. So if you want to get a nature-themed note card, we've got Owl and Nuthatch note card. So you can write your thank you notes, your appreciation notes, or whatever on those and have kind of a nature theme to them. And we also have a coneflower nature journal, which gives you hints to get you started journaling and gives you plenty of blank pages to do the journaling on. So if you want to get more of a, active type thing, those are really great products for that.
All right, so where do we go and get all this stuff, Dan Zarlinga?
So mdcnatureshop.com online if you want to do it that way, or you can go to Powder Valley Nature Center in Kirkwood at I-270 and I-44 near the intersections there, and you can see the products in real life and purchase them there. And also, if you want to get calendars, you can also go to our St. Louis regional office, which is actually in St. Charles on the Bush Conservation Area. They do sell calendars there, but that's it. But the Powder Valley has more extensive selection of stuff.
Good stuff. Dan, thanks for checking in on a Black Friday. Go out and have some fun, and we'll talk to you next week.
Sounds good, guys. Have a good one.
Dan Zarlinga.
Have you been to Powder Valley?
I have been to Powder Valley.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. It's a cool spot.
It's sort of a hidden gem, kind of.
It is. You got to know about it.
Yeah. Once you go, you're like, wait a minute. I didn't even know this existed over here.
I know. Well, my stepfather was the president of the Missouri Trappers Association for years. And a lot of their meetings and a lot of their events took place there.
So you mean like trappers? Like
trapping animals, yeah.
Like old school?
Yeah, like old school. Well, it's good for conservation to the populations of certain animals, raccoons, possums, fox. If they overpopulate, then they get sick. They don't let in. And so trapping still exists. People don't realize it, but he trapped when he was a little boy in Pennsylvania, and he just continued it throughout his life. So he was a big conservationist, and some people don't understand, that trapping and hunting are really good for the animal population.
Right.
And he was amazing. He talked to schools. He came to both my kids' schools, and he'd bring furs and talk about the renewability of the different things. So Powder Valley is a real gem.
It's interesting because, and I've said this before, and I get some pushback on it, but hunters and trappers, they are some fishermen, some of the most environmentally friendly, forward-thinking environmentalists out there.
Absolutely, because they understand what's happening out there with the animals, right? They're not just sitting in the house declaring, that this is what's good for animals. They actually see and know what it is. And, I grew up, so it was my stepfather. Him and my mom got married when I was in second grade. So I grew up with a trapper. And, there's a season, just like deer hunting, there's a season for trapping. And we always had the trapping truck, which was the old red pickup truck that he would use to go trapping. And how you trap is you use other animal urine to trap the animals.
Yeah.
So he would carry that in the back of the truck, and we didn't have a lot of cars, and so I was in high school, and I would have to drive the trapping truck to school during the season with the coyote urine in the back, which you could smell. And sometimes he would come home, and I'd just jump in the truck and I'd go. Well, one day I went, and all of the lures were in there. Anyway, it was such a story.
I gotta hear this.
It is a story.
You mentioned trappers, but that's how St. Louis, right? That's how St. Louis got to be, because all the Daniel Boones of the world went out, trapped, brought them back to St. Louis, put them on a boat, went down the Mississippi River and off to Europe, because in Europe it was a very, very affluent thing to wear a raccoon coat. Or,
right, the furs, and they still are.
Yeah.
They still are.
Yeah.
Fur is coming back.
Yeah, so they'd come to St. Louis, sell them, and then ship them off to Europe through the Mississippi River. Pretty amazing stuff. All right, that's Jennifer Williams broadcasting from Christopher's. I've got another hour to go. Randy's going to swing by. We'll talk a little Mizzou football next hour, but Christopher's in Kirkwood. Jennifer Williams from St. Louis Closet Company, McGraw, Millhaven, and you. Thanks for sticking around. All right, let's do Ted Drew's, because after this, maybe a little Ted Drew's. Now, frozen custard, yes. Hot fudge on the frozen custard. Maybe a little butterscotch on the frozen custard. How about a little Christmas tree? Yes, Christmas trees at Ted Drew's, a St. Louis tradition. They've been around for, coming up on 100 years now, and they've got fresh cut Douglas firs, Fraser firs, Scotch pines. They've got wreaths. They got it all right there. It's all set up on Chippewa, all ready to go. And normally you have a McGraw concrete, half Oreo, half Heath, but put a little fudge in there. Put some nuts in there, maybe have a strawberry. You can have a shake, and you can have a regular ice cream cone, or you can get it in a cup and have an official concrete. It's Ted Drew's. It is a St. Louis tradition. We're out and about all weekend long. Make sure, no matter how much fun you're having, just put the cherry on top and head over to Ted Drew's. And don't forget about the Christmas trees, fresh-cut Christmas trees, wreaths, all of it. Now open. Ted Drew's, a St. Louis tradition. We'll see you there. Ted Drew's.
From the Woods Basement Systems Weather Desk, local experts for basement waterproofing, foundation repair, crawl space repair, and more. WoodsBasementSystems.com.
Increasing clouds, but a cold, dry day on Friday with a high of 38. Snow becomes likely Friday night after midnight. Will drop to 31 degrees. Snow will be likely on Saturday morning. It could be heavy at times, and then eventually Saturday afternoon it mixes with and then changes over to rain. Saturday's high 38 degrees. We're expecting anywhere from 2 to 4 inches of snowfall in the St. Louis area. From the First Alert 4 Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kristen Cornett for the Big 550 KTRS.
With Progressive's collision coverage, my family gets up to $1,000 for vet bills if I'm injured in a car accident. And that makes this Chihuahua really feel like part of the family. What's that? I don't sound like a Chihuahua? Oh, I'm sorry. What exactly am I supposed to sound like? I guess all Chihuahuas are high-strung, riding around in expensive designer purses. Actually, I prefer riding in cars. So I appreciate that my family protects me with Progressive's pet collision coverage. Okay, maybe I am a little high-strung. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Not available in all states. Coverage for dogs and cats is included with the purchase of collision coverage and is subject to policy terms.
250 years ago, a promise was made to connect families and friends, near and far. And during the holidays, that promise is more important than ever. That's why USPS is building a better network to meet your needs, with timely deliveries, easy and affordable ways to ship, and everything you need to make your season full of holiday cheer. Our purpose is delivering your peace of mind, knowing your love will arrive, bringing joy to all. The United States Postal Service. Learn more at USPS.com/holidays.
Royal Banks of Missouri is proudly reinvesting in its hometown of University City. Their new branch at 8550 Olive Boulevard is now open to serve you. Visit their team in University City to discover how they can help you refresh your finances and invest in your future today. Call 314-212-1500 or go to royalbanksofmo.com for more information. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
This KTRS Honors Salute is presented by Truck Centers, Inc., a family-owned network of 12 Freightliner and Western Star dealerships based in Troy, Illinois, and serving customers across Illinois, Missouri, and Indiana since 1970. Now in its third generation, Truck Centers carries forward a legacy of integrity and service established by its second-generation chairman, a U.S. Army veteran. They're hiring experienced diesel and body shop techs, part specialists, and other in-demand professionals with sign-on bonuses for qualified candidates, including veterans. Bring your skills to a team that values your service. Learn more at TruckCentersInc.com.
When you pay for tree work, you want to be sure you're getting the most for your hard-earned money. That's why you should always use the ISA-certified arborist at River City Tree Service in Baldwin, Missouri. Hi, I'm Steve with River City Tree Service, and we've been the go-to tree service since 2008. Tree removal, tree trimming, storm damage, deadwood removal, stump grinding, and more. Give River City Tree Service a call for all your tree service needs at 314-270-8071. That's 314-270-8071. River City Tree Service.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood.
Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
Razorback Armory is a full-service firearm shop that strives to be the area's premier destination for firearm enthusiasts. Have an older gun that's seen better days? Bring it in and let the experts at Razorback Armory go over it with you and see if it can be restored to its original condition. Razorback Armory, Manchester Road in De Pere, is your alumni-owned firearms dealer. Shop local. Shop Razorback. RazorbackArmory.com.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell & Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. 600 Kelwood, St. Louis.
Now, back to McGraw. Presented by Londoff Chevrolet and Londoff.com on the Big 550 KTRS.
From the Country Club Car Wash text line, McGraw, really enjoy your live broadcast from Kirkwood as it brings back memories. Now living in Dayton, Ohio. I grew up in Glendale next to Kirkwood. Went to Kirkwood High, 77 grad. My mom remembers Jennifer at Tillman School. My mom worked at the principal's office. She's also listening to the show from her childhood home in Glendale. So how about that? Good stuff. All right, let's talk real quick. We're going to talk to you about after Thanksgiving. You don't get heavy. You don't get upset. You don't get heavy eating an extra piece of pie on Thanksgiving. You get heavy eating all the bad stuff the rest of the year. STLMedweightloss.com, STLMedweightloss.com. Talk to Dr. Joe. Call up, make an appointment. He'll get the medicine straight to your front door, STLMedweightloss.com. You can start losing weight and start getting a jump on your New Year's Eve resolution, STLMedweightloss.com. 9 o'clock, KTRS St. Louis.
From ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. The shooting Wednesday of National Guard members in Washington, D.C. is now deadly after President Trump announced the death of 20-year-old specialist Sarah Beckstrom. The other injured Guard member, Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf, in critical condition, said to be fighting for his life. As ABC's Jay O'Brien says, the suspect, identified as a 29-year-old Afghan national who had worked with the CIA in Afghanistan.
The president growing angry when asked why the suspect was granted asylum.
When it comes to asylum, when they're flown in, it's very hard to get them out. No matter how you want to do it, it's very hard to get them out. But we're going to be getting them all out now.
The FBI now investigating the attack as a possible act of terrorism, executing search warrants at the suspect's home in Bellingham, Washington, where he lived with his wife and 5 children.
Black Friday is different than years past, says ABC's Andrea Fujii.
Shoppers may not spend as much.
We have to take a cut in when it comes to the luxury things, but the necessities definitely come first.
A recent survey found shoppers will spend about 4% less this Black Friday and Cyber Monday than last year, about $622. Inflation, the government shutdown, and weak jobs numbers all contributing to the lowest consumer confidence numbers since April.
Adobe says U.S. consumers spent $6.4 billion online on Thanksgiving Day, up 5% from last year. A close ally of Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, Andriy Yermak's been the subject of a corruption scandal in Ukraine, and ABC's Ian Panel has more on what that means about a potential peace agreement.
In an interview published Thursday, Yermak ruling out conceding any Ukrainian territory in talks, and in a hardline speech, Vladimir Putin overnight ruling out a ceasefire unless Ukrainian forces withdraw, saying it's pointless signing anything with Zelensky because he lacks legitimacy. All of this, of course, leaves the chances of a rapid end to this war looking remote.
You're listening to ABC News.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Basement with a Y. That's Basement E.
It's Basement T.
Basement E?
It's Basement T.
Oh, Basement T. Basement T. I get it. That's the basement waterproofing and foundation repair experts at Woods Basement Systems.
Right. The All Things Basement T experts at Woods Basement Systems will provide you a free estimate and dry out that wet basement and fix that cracked foundation. Call 800-388-9326 or go online to woodsbasementsystems.com.
That's woodsbasementsystems.com.
Schrader Funeral Homes and Crematory, St. Louis's oldest family-owned funeral home, offering complete funeral, burial, and cremation services, including an on-site reception center and crematory. 150 years of serving St. Louis families. Visit them at schrader.com.
27 degrees at 9:03. The cause of a massive fire at a vacant warehouse complex is being investigated. Firefighters were called around 3 this morning to a fire at the old Crunden Martin warehouse near 2nd and Gratiot. That's where multiple warehouses on the complex went up in flames. Smoke from this fire has been seen as far away as Granite City. No injuries have been reported. The St. Louis area is bracing for the first snowfall of the season. This has the city of St. Louis extending the activation of Code Blue protocols through Tuesday morning. This means increasing shelter beds and hours. Anyone in need of a shelter or transportation to a shelter should call 211. Code Blue also applies to keeping the roadways clear. The street department will start to pre-treat roads today ahead of the snowfall and expects to begin plowing streets early Saturday. Mercy is providing $500,000 in grants to more than 35 organizations serving children, elderly, homeless, and uninsured people across 5 states. Among the local recipients are Aging Ahead and Feed My People. Next week's Giving Tuesday is a day when the public is asked to financially support local causes and organizations that make a positive impact. More from KTRS's Steve Potter.
Giving Tuesday is a day described as a global generosity movement. Many charities and nonprofits across the St. Louis region have launched donation campaigns for the holiday. It could be a food charity, a local hospital, or an educational effort. On the McGraw Show, the Gateway Arch Park Foundation's Ryan McClure promoted the day and talked about why donations on Tuesday are important.
And it's an opportunity to support some really great organizations. What we are asking folks to do in terms of Gateway Arch Park Foundation and supporting us is give towards the Journey Fund. You know, all of us have so many memories of our first trip to the Arch, right? As a kid, I mean, usually it's on a field trip. Unfortunately, some schools don't have the funding to send kids to the Arch on field trips. That's where we come in.
McClure says they've helped thousands of local children explore the Arch who otherwise wouldn't have been able to. Giving Tuesday is coming up next week on December the 2nd. Steve Potter, KTRS News.
Ohio-based Value City Furniture has filed for bankruptcy. This has resulted in the planned closures of 33 stores in the country, including the Chippewa store in St. Louis. This KTRS Business Minute is brought to you by Walter Knoll Florist, a place for all your floral needs. Place your order anytime at WKF.com. And now let's take a look at the markets, brought to you by JBL Financial. Tune in to Straight Talk on Retirement on Saturday mornings from 9 to 11. The Dow is up 118 points to 47,600. The S&P is up 15 points to 6,900. And the NASDAQ is up 74 points to 23,300. In KTRS Sports, Mizzou football has given head coach Eli Drinkwitz a 6-year contract extension. The deal increases to $10.75 million per year for a total of $64.5 million. Mizzou basketball takes on Cleveland State this afternoon in Columbia. Expanded pregame coverage starts at noon on the Big 550. And the Blues play today at 3 o'clock at Enterprise Center against Iowa. Hold on, we're checking with Carl, the expert, on who they play today at 3 o'clock.
The Ottawa Senators.
The Ottawa Senators. Thank you, Carl. And actually, let's go to KTRS weather. Well, winter weather advisory is in effect for the weekend today. Mostly cloudy with a high of 40. Cloudy skies tonight with an overnight low of 30. And tomorrow, snow expected early in the morning with a high of 39. Temperatures expected to fall throughout the day. It is currently 27 degrees. Time now is 9:07. I'm Rose Dalton, KTRS News, the talk of St. Louis.
Is it time to make a change with your bank? Hi, it's Julie Buck for Triad Bank. They are a full-service financial institution with 2 locations, and they've been around since 2005 with a mission to provide a wide range of commercial and personal banking services. Here's their website. It's triadbanking.com.
I'm Jeff Zufall, Senior Tax Strategist and Wealth Advisor with Capital Advisory Group. Now, more than ever, having a tax strategy to protect and grow your wealth is an absolute must. Every Saturday, Josh Gilbert and I will discuss how you can keep what's yours, because the most important part of your wealth plan is your tax plan. That's Keep What's Yours this Saturday afternoon.
Capital Advisory Group presents Keep What's Yours with Jeff Sufal and Josh Gilbert this Saturday night at 9 on the Big 550 KTRS.
Hey, it's Jill Farmer for Premier Heating and Cooling. St. Louis winters don't mess around, and neither should you. When those freezing temps hit, the last thing you want to do is discover your furnace isn't up to the job. That's why now is the perfect time to call Premier Heating and Cooling. Their certified technicians will give your system a full checkup, making sure it's safe, efficient, and ready to keep your family warm all season long. Think of it like an oil change for your car. A little preventative care now saves you from big, expensive breakdowns later. Plus, a tuned-up system runs more efficiently, which means lower energy bills when the cold really sets in. So don't wait until you're shivering under 3 blankets. Schedule your heating inspection today with Premier Heating and Cooling. Excellent rating with the Better Business Bureau. So many of their new customers are referred by happy customers like me. PremierHeatingCooling.net, 636-916-1122.
Hey, it's Julie Buck for Bishop's Post. It's that time of year again, so make sure to get your reservations at Bishop's Post for Christmas and New Year's Eve. They're filling up for holiday parties too, so get those reservations. Bishop's Post, located in Chesterfield at bishopspost.com.
Looking for a great local restaurant recommendation?
Missy Mall.
Tune in to the Kuno Food Service weekly special during the Frank and Jill Show, Thursdays at 11. Hear from the best of the best restaurant owners in town. Only on the Frank and Jill Show, Thursdays at 11. Presented by Kuno Food Service, right here on the Big 550 KTRS, the talk of St. Louis.
Ronald Reagan once famously said, "Government is not the solution, government is the problem." When it comes to economic growth, government can be a roadblock. With red tape, regulations, and subsidies, government stifles entrepreneurship and also props up businesses that deserve to go under. Unlike government, free markets encourage risk-taking, freedom to succeed or fail. Governments shouldn't be picking winners and losers, the market should. Free markets benefit the business owner and the customer by encouraging competition. Free market enabled a young man named J.C. Hall, selling picture postcards in Kansas City, to turn his idea into Hallmark cards. In St. Louis, the free market made it possible for Adolphus Busch to turn his father-in-law's local beer into the world's largest brewery. A free market also means you get to send your kids to the school of your choice. Learn more about free markets at showmeinstitute.org. The Show Me Minute has been brought to you by Show Me Institute and Show Me Opportunity.
Hello, St. Louis. My family's been in the car business for almost 85 years, and I'm so proud to have 2 of my sons join the Londoff team. Together, we are continuing the Londoff commitment to great customer service. When you buy a vehicle from our family, you can be sure you'll get the best price and the best service. Are you kidding me? Price brings people in, but service keeps them coming back. Stop in today or shop 24/7 at Londoff.com. Everybody's a winner at Johnny Londoff Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Johnny Londoff Chevrolet.
Hey, it's Julie Buck for our friends at Triad Bank. They are a full-service financial institution, and they've been in St. Louis for over 20 years with 2 locations, one at Clayton and Lindbergh, and the other one just west of 270 on Olive. If you've got your own business and you want to have a better banking experience, look no further than Triad Bank. Their mission is to provide a wide range of commercial and personal banking services to you and your business. For more, go to triadbanking.com.
Hi, it's Frank Cusimano inviting you to join me for the Press Box, brought to you by Control Option, Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. We're going to interview some of the biggest names in sports and have our opening monologue. That's the Press Box, brought to you by Control Option, Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. right here on the Big 550 KTRS, the talk of St. Louis.
The Big 550.
KTRS St. Louis.
Yippee-yi-yo, Coyote, galloping all the way, great big star on his chest. Out from all of the rest, fastest gun in the West. Yippee-yi-yo, Coyote, riding around your way, here comes McGraw, the highfalutinist, fastest shootingest cowboy you ever saw. That's McGraw.
All right, we're back. Broadcasting from Christopher's in Kirkwood. Your husband leaves, nicest husband in the world. Your son shows up 2 seconds later, and the store is so small they didn't even see each other.
Well, I think the store is so crowded
Is that
with
what it is?
people, you know,
Okay.
Black Friday shopping that they missed each other in the crowds, right?
Gotcha,
So, I mean, they literally walked in and out in the same.
Like, did you see your dad? No. I'm like, he left 2 seconds ago. How do you not see the guy? God love you. All right, also back, Mark Coulter from Christopher's, the owner, 10 years going strong. How's it going?
It is going phenomenal, and the beeper keeps going off, so that's a good thing.
Do you ever have the too many people in the store where you have to keep the line outside, and when one person leaves, somebody else has to come in?
You know, yes, but we always say the more the merrier, and I hope the fire department's not listening.
Gotcha. That's a real deal. No, the fire department will come down.
No, we have had that one time, and so we've learned. The more the merrier. We think, gosh, we have a 4,700 square foot building, so we have a good amount of space.
Yeah.
But
take a moment, Mark, and talk about the back of the store, because you've had it now for a couple years, redesigned by St. Louis Closet Company.
It is.
But you've got it's a whole clothing world back there.
It is. It is the boutique. So men's, women's apparel, most importantly women's, and then men's.
Yeah.
We have lines of every day. We have the premier Joseph Ribkoff. Just many different lines. Johnny O for men, Seven Tide, Seven Diamonds. So just many clothing, many options.
And also purses.
We do. We have a whole handbag room.
Yes.
And tomorrow you will see that 30% off any handbag.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Breaking news here.
For
Don't
30
tell
years
Mommy.
in business.
Holy mackerel, 30% off. And it was a great partnership between you and Jennifer to sort of create the whole area, the whole show-off area.
It has. And what they do, we just had 2 guests. I was trying to video it. They were pulling down the top shelf, the top rack. And they said, look at this ingenious, look at this genius idea. I said, St. Louis Closet Company. So they were very happy and easy to shop. Make use of every ounce of space.
What'd you bring us to show us
I
this?
brought you something funny. I figured to make you and Jennifer laugh. So this is, they're called the prank gift boxes. They've been huge. I saw them and I was like, we have to look into this. So it's literally a box that you purchase anywhere from $5 to $10. We have small and big. And there's this one is the junk drawer. And I, just for demo, people have pranks on you. And inside I put rocks and rubber gloves. So when they open it, they have a prank inside. It's really not a junk drawer of your 35 items. So they have all different ones. The baby shield. They have the beard, the cast and blast, and then just many others. The toilet meadow.
So the idea is you open it up and you're giving me a junk drawer starter kit. Thanks. Totally
Yes.
awkward, and you open it up, and then you can have whatever gift you want
Yes.
in there.
Yep. You can put whatever you want, $1 to whatever it is, or
Yeah.
nothing. But it's just that white elephant kind of funniness.
I actually like that idea.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty quirky, funny.
It is.
Because oftentimes, you're like, it's not the box, right? It's not the box. This was the only box I could find.
I had it from Amazon, or I had
Yeah. Really very funny.
Yes,
Yeah.
something fun.
Yeah. Really neat deal.
Yes.
So store hours, take us through the rest of the year, specials, all that stuff.
Yes, so today we have many specials, 7 specials throughout the store, 30% off all men's and women's apparel all day long. We have foaming soaps on sale. We have ornaments, most importantly.
Yes.
Need them around the tree for memories. Buy 2, get your 3rd complimentary free.
Nice.
So any ornament in store,
Yeah.
we've been selling them. And then we also have, I'm trying to think, there is the foamers and many others in store. Tomorrow, Small Business Saturday, biggest day of the year, we have 30% off handbags.
Yes.
Nora Fleming special. You get 2 minis free if you purchase any base.
Those are the ones where the serving tray and you change out the tray.
Change
and
out
stuff.
for every occasion,
Yeah.
yes.
I actually have those. Are
Our
kind of fun.
Fraser Fir candle, 6.5 ounce, is going to be $30 tomorrow for 30 years. They're normally $40.
Those are Those are the candles that smell like a Christmas tree.
Yes.
Yeah,
They
those are good,
smell
too.
great.
Yeah, they are.
They
good.
smell really
We brought
good.
in
They
another
are good.
200 just for tomorrow. So.
So real quick, the kitchen or the dining room table for setup.
Yes.
This is a great place to go for place settings and napkins and
and
little
the center
right
of the
to sort of
table.
make the table perfect for the holidays.
We have Jennifer's favorite, the amaryllis, that don't have to water and it starts blooming. You can put
And
those
wouldn't
in
it
the
be
center of
beautiful
the
to put them
table.
at the center of the table and have big, beautiful flowers
Right? No,
for
it's
Christmas?
gorgeous.
I
Yeah.
love them.
Yeah.
I love them.
So just simple, easy items to make your home even
And if
better
you
and the best.
don't know, the thing I love is if you don't know what to get somebody, get them a gift certificate, right? And you're running sales on gift certificates
We
because
are.
you can come in and just get a gift certificate in any dollar amount, and people can come, and buy what they want.
Yeah. I know you want people coming in because it's part of the experience.
Yes.
But you also have online too.
We do. We have full online. We have about 20% of our inventory online. The other 80%, as I say, the experience. We want to give that hug, make sure that your holiday's the best.
Yeah.
But you can buy gift cards online today and always. Actually, last night, crazy enough, while we were sleeping, starting at like 11 o'clock at night, we sold 17 gift cards. I was shocked at just what time people were buying things. But so you can buy them online, and there's a promo online you'll see. If you buy a $100 gift card, you get $15 free to use next year. If you buy $500, you get $150 free to use next year.
Nice.
So online or in store.
What's the furthest somebody has been online that's purchased from Christopher's?
So we actually Hawaii.
Hawaii, okay.
And it usually is an easy transaction because of shipping. It just depends what the item is, but Hawaii.
Yeah. Crazy.
I'll deliver the gifts to Hawaii.
Of course.
I'll deliver the Hawaii people.
Of course.
All right, good.
Yes.
Open all day today till
Open till
5 and then
p.m.
tomorrow.
Tomorrow is 9 a.m. an hour early.
9
So
a.m.
9 a.m. till 5 p.m. and then Sunday 11 till 4.
Get back to work. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.
You
Happy
got it.
holidays.
Mark Coulter, the owner of Christopher's. Jennifer, who are you playing with over there?
I'm playing with Emerson. We are having fun.
When we come back, do you want to tell us? We have a commercial we have to talk to you about, so we'll do that with little Emerson. We've been practicing.
Okay, and Matthew's here.
And
he
Matthew's
wants to
here.
Say
Well,
hi.
why don't the two of them just sort of take over and
we'll go have breakfast
we'll
at
go have
Spencer's
breakfast.
Grill.
Yeah, there you go. That's the way to do it. All right, Jennifer Williams is here. Matthew Williams is here. Emerson Ann is here. Joe Davis is here. Norma's here. Everybody's here. Holy mackerel. Randy Carricker going to be joining us here in a bit. Carl and Rose are back at the office. Let's talk Legacy Wealth Advisors. Jennifer and I can retire, and the next generation can take over. But first, you have to retire, and you have to retire correctly. Coming up the end of the year, once January 1st rolls around, there's nothing you can do about taxes. A lot of people think, oh, no, that's when you start taxes. No, you start worried about taxes now for 2030. And when it comes to retirement, taxes is the most important thing. Because if you don't have your taxes correctly, nothing else is going to fall into place. And if you're talking to a financial advisor and you ask them a tax question and they say, oh, no, I can't answer tax questions, he's basically telling you, call Kevin Lloyd from Legacy Wealth Advisors. We do a show on the weekends. It's called When Retirement Happens. And when I first started doing the show, I knew absolutely nothing about retirement. It's just nice to know that he is out there to help when you are ready. So if you are retired and no one's helping you with your financial advice or your tax strategies, time to switch over and talk to Kevin Lloyd. Or maybe you're getting close to retirement. That's Kevin Lloyd with Legacy Wealth Advisors right there on Highway 40 and 141. 314-641-1010 or the website whenretirementhappens.com.
John, what are you doing? Get in my car. So why are you walking to work?
Thanks, man. It's these insanely high gas prices. They're draining my bank account. I can't afford to drive anymore.
Dude, don't walk. Just do what I do because I never pay full price for gas anymore. I use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Oh, wait. You're telling me you get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code PROFIT for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code PROFIT. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code PROFIT for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code PROFIT.
You might know Graybar for cable and connectivity, but there's one more thing you should know us for that can help optimize your project's total value, like our comprehensive electronic solutions for security, AV, wireless, and networking, or our specialized job site services, like material staging and kitting, or maybe our logistics specialists, who can help you identify efficiencies and ensure just-in-time delivery. So, consider what one more thing you may need to optimize your bottom line and get to know us for that. Yep, Graybar does that.
Hey, it's Heidi here, and this is always one of my favorites. We'll be at the Hill Antique Market December 3rd for their Christmas extravaganza, and it's a wind-down Wednesday. So you can shop, snack, and be merry. The event goes from 3 to 9. We'll be in La Verona from 3 to 6. Cash bar, light snacks, and 10% discounts all day long. Plus, there'll be a surprise visitor, raffles, and added surprises. I can't wait to check out all the vendors and pop-up stores.
At 4923 Daggett on the Hill, and as always, on the Big 550 KTRS.
If it needs some work, can help Allen Roofing, and they'll be there in a flash to fix that, replace that, or if it's the sidings or tuck pointing or something else, they can rise to all of those occasions. They've done it for decades. For you and your neighbors. Keep them in mind if you need them online at aroofing.net, and go Mizzou.
Shop Jewelry Television's Black Friday event and get 20% off your purchase of $99 or more. That's huge. And because JTV has gifts for men and women, like designer fragrances, handbags, sunglasses, and of course, amazing deals on gorgeous jewelry in thousands of styles, you can knock out your list just like that. Boom! Don't miss your chance to get 20% off your purchase of $99 or more during JTV's Black Friday event.
Now, back to McGraw. Presented by Londoff Chevrolet and Londoff.com on the Big 550 KTRS.
Oh, my goodness. What song is that?
Golden.
Oh my! From what movie is that from?
K-pop Demon Hunter.
Oh my goodness! All right, turn so the rest of the audience can see you. We've got the next generation, Matthew Williams and Emerson Ann Milhaven. Good to see you. Do you have a commercial you have to tell us about? What is it?
The number 2 cook and pick up your dog's business
whenever they need to. And where would I find the number 2 crew?
At the number2crew.com.
Nice job.
So the other day, they're building the studio in my basement for the nighttime show. So they leave, and she comes up to me, and she says, I want to check out your setup downstairs. I was like, oh, all right. So we go downstairs. She grabs the microphone. She says, number 2 crew, if you're too lazy to pick up your dog's poop, number 2 crew at Yahoo. She starts going to the whole thing. You silly little goose. All right, that's enough of you. That's enough of you.
I wanna hire her for closet company commercials.
Oh,
she sounds is better than
yeah, better than me. Better than the other Millhaven.
Better than me.
Yeah. Matthew, how you doing? How was Thanksgiving?
Pretty good, McGraw. Thanksgiving was good.
I suspect you had apple pie after dinner?
Oh, we had apple pie. We had a lot of apple pie.
Because somebody went to the store and only ordered apple pie?
My mom only got apple pie, and which she didn't eat herself. The rest of us got some leftover pickings of. Yeah.
And so you were in charge of the pies, and so how many apple pies did you get? 1 or 2? 20.
So I like to give pies at Thanksgiving. So I got 20 apple pies because I like apple. I don't like all those other kinds. So I just ordered apple. And then I gave them all to my office people. And, the girl does my nails. The girl cuts my hair. And then we just had, and then as Matthew will tell everybody, I ate one of the pies in my office one day just out of the pie pan with a fork. But then we went to dinner last night, and I was supposed to bring pies. So I had 3 apple pies. So I brought, and everybody goes, did you only bring apple? I go, yeah, I only brought apple. They go, what about pumpkin and pecan? I go, nope, just apple.
She only brought apple because that's all she bought was apple. Yeah. God love you. So how's Trix? I just saw you recently when we were doing the kickoff to the toys for our tots. How's the kitty this year on the take of the toys?
It's coming in. It's coming in good. It's a lot of toys are starting to roll in. Every day we get more stuff dropped off at the office. And, still going strong to the end of December, basically.
Yeah, December 30th. The other day, somebody brought in 2 big, beautiful, brand new bikes that are gorgeous, and I think we've got at least 10 boxes full.
Unbelievable. They brought in bikes?
Bikes, yeah. 2 sort of Schwinn.
Yeah. I like the guy who brought in the hobby horse. He made the horses.
The hobby horses and the wood puzzles.
Really cool. And then he brought in, right? Yeah. People are in this business. You learn that maybe I'm jaded, or just the people are so nice and kind. It sort of renews your faith in humanity in a sense.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we've met so many nice people here today, just at Christopher's, coming in and just talking to us, coming up, and it's just kind of whole fun in the season and everything. And
So the real reason Matthew came today, McGraw, was he wanted to get into that Black Friday lineup fight for the TV thing that he said we've lost.
Tell us.
McGraw, I seriously, I feel like part of the American culture has been lost. It no longer is Black Friday this big event where people line up and they camp outside the big box retailers, and I feel like we've lost that as society. It was so just inherently American to go out there and line up
for a TV
at 2 a.m. at 30-degree weather outside Best Buy or Christopher's, and now you can get the deals for a month in advance, and you get the deals a month later, and the deals don't seem to be as good as I remember either, except at Christopher's, I guess. But other than that,
Matthew, let's just be clear. At 4:47 a.m., the first person lined up at Christopher's.
It's the last remaining spot. It's the last place that you can have.
As crazy as he sounds, he has the inklings of a really good point, because there was something nice about getting up early on Friday, and then it went like crazy, right? And then you saw these people.
We made it American. I mean, we made it bigger and better, and
or worse and worse. And at some point you were like, I'm not so sure this is a good idea.
Yeah.
Where you saw some of the videos of the people fighting and, trampling people and running for a TV. It made no sense. And then because of the internet and everything else, it sort of backed off a little bit. But this is, small neighborhood stores, sort of bring it back a little bit. I agree with you. It got a little too crazy. It got a little too.
I was a little too young to really fully experience it, but I think it'd be. I want to go do it now. I want to go wait. I want to go camp out. I wish I wish we were more of a retail business. I could camp out at Closet Company. Start serving the customers.
This guy now
4
can't
a.m.
stop watching or listening to the yard sale.
The yard sale. He
And
loves
all he
it.
wants to do is hang out at Christopher's on Black Friday. How old are you? 75 years old? What happened to you?
I'm getting old fast. I was listening to talk radio, everything. It's just starting to line
Matthew and his friends want to have a radio show on KTRS, just sitting around talking about things that 25-year-olds talk about.
I as crazy as that sounds, I think that is a great idea.
I don't think it's crazy. You need to start working on the next
No,
generation.
there is a renewed sense. I was just telling you guys on the break. This woman wrote a book about college radio stations and how college radio stations
I heard you talk about this the other day. They're booming.
They're booming
Yeah.
because these college kids are going on. They're like, wait a minute, I can play any music I want? Or how about this? And so there's nowhere to go to find new music.
Right.
Because the Spotifys of the world just keep sending you the algorithms.
Mm-hmm.
And so these college campuses are becoming the sort of KDHXs that sort of went away. And these places where other young kids go to hear new music.
That's why I started listening to the radio. I was so tired of having to decide what I wanted to listen to, and it's just like I make so many decisions on a regular day. I don't want to have to decide what's on the radio.
Exactly.
And that's how I started listening to you. I'm like, I'm just gonna listen to McGraw, hear what he's got to say today.
Well, you've been very nice over the years, but you've been listening because your parents have been listening forever.
Yes.
And you once said to me you came back from college. And you knew you were home when you heard KTRS on the radio.
Yeah.
It's
the
becomes
same.
part of the fabric
really
of the community.
is.
And
Yeah.
the great beauty about KTRS is the app, so you can listen to it anywhere.
Listen to this.
You can listen to KTRS overseas on the app
Oh, my goodness. When it's working.
when it's working.
Yes.
Which we've done before, too.
We have done that before,
Which
absolutely.
I may or may not have gotten a scathing email from Jennifer. The app's not working. I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not in charge of the app.
For those of us who listen every single morning, no matter where we are, we depend on that app.
I know. They somehow think I'm the keeper of the app. And I'm purposely took the wire out of the jack, and so it's not working because I told you not to. All right, good. Anything fun this weekend you're doing?
Working on a house in Kirkwood. I just recently purchased a house over a couple blocks away from here, actually, and demoing the inside of it, and
oh my
starting
goodness,
the renovation.
You're
on
a
it.
flipper now.
Well, I'm gonna live in this one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
All right. Good. What do you be working on first?
Well, the other night we ripped out the shower and found a window behind the tile, so that was exciting. I don't know. I got a couple walls to move, and we'll go from there.
All right, good for you. All right, we'll get back to work. Thanks for checking in.
Exactly.
Yeah, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Matthew, all right, I'll do Boardwalk. I've seen him grow up from this age to that age.
And Hallie's here.
Hallie's here. Oh, friend
Hallie's
Hallie. You say hi, Hallie.
Emerson lit up there.
Yeah, she did. You guys were hanging out in Florida, huh? Oh, my goodness. All right, good. All right, what am I doing? Boardwalk Hardwood? Is that what I'm doing? Boardwalk Hardwood. All right, we're live at Christopher's. Do a little Boardwalk Hardwood. And then Randy Carrick is going to big swing by. We've got to talk a little Mizzou football. And then, of course, Jennifer and I will give away at 10 o'clock. Boardwalk Hardwood Floors. If you're looking for hardwood floors, are you looking for hardwood floors?
I need some.
Boardwalk Hardwood. Mention my name, and they'll charge you twice as much over there at Boardwalk Hardwood Floors. Or the yard sale on the weekend is a good place to go. All right, so here you go. Boardwalk Hardwood Floors, a great place for hardwood floors. They've been around 25-plus years. They've got the selection is off the charts. You go to the big box stores, it's dark or light. At Boardwalk, they've got sizes, colors, species. And if you bought something and you want to match it up later, they have records of all that, just like they do at St. Louis Closet Company. Boardwalk Hardwood has 4 locations. To find the one nearest you, Boardwalk Hardwood or boardwalkhardwood.com.
Stay connected with the Big 550 KTRS, streaming 24/7 online at KTRS.com or on the KTRS app. Powered by JBL Financial. Stream Straight Talk on Retirement every Saturday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell & Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements. 600 Kelwood, St. Louis.
The St. Louis Chess Club is a newly expanded 30,000 square foot state-of-the-art chess center featuring world-class tournament playing halls, classrooms, library, and casual play spaces for everyone who loves the game.
But it's so much more than a place to play.
It's where champions are built on the board, in the classroom, and across the community, with a mission to bring the game to everyone from all levels, with membership starting at just $15 a month.
Discover the excitement, the challenge, and the community of chess at stlouischessclub.org.
Domestic violence is a public health epidemic, with over 1 in 3 women and 1 in 4 men experiencing abuse by an intimate partner. Many significant barriers like financial concerns, nowhere to stay, and lack of transportation prevent victims from leaving their abusers. That's where Alive comes in, with their empowerment philosophy and resources like 24-hour crisis line, emergency shelter, transportation, and therapy. Your generous donations make a huge difference. To learn more, go to AliveSTL.org.
Royal Banks of Missouri is proudly reinvesting in its hometown of University City. Their new branch at 8550 Olive Boulevard is now open to serve you. Visit their team in University City to discover how they can help you refresh your finances and invest in your future today. Call 314-212-1500 or go to royalbanksofmo.com for more information. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hey, we're broadcasting from Christopher's. Jennifer Williams is here, and Randy Carricker is back on at home. Randy Carricker, say hi to Jennifer Williams.
Jennifer Williams, hey, how are you? Happy holiday season to you.
Thanks, you too, Randy.
Randy, before we get into the basketball game today, the football game tomorrow, how was your Thanksgiving turkey?
Outstanding, deep fried. It turned out great. I was very happy with it. So thank you. How about yours?
Mine was all good. Nice smoked bird. Hey, how was the turkey yesterday? Yummy, you betcha. You better say that. Now, let's talk about. We haven't talked Mizzou basketball at all. How are we doing? And today should be a relatively easy affair, shouldn't it?
Oh yeah, as always, yeah, no problem. Well, they're undefeated, McGraw, and they've got one of the top 20 offenses in all of college basketball, and their defense appears to be getting a little bit better. It was interesting last year; they allowed less than 100 points, I think, or more than 100 points twice in their first 26 games, and then every game in their last 6 games last year. And this team appears to be ascending, even though they brought back 3 starters and 7 players. They're still a team that is coming into their own. But, yeah, they should be really good. And I think by the time we get to next month at this time, when they play Illinois, they should be flying high, I would think.
All right, good. So that game starts at 1 today. The football team takes on Arkansas tomorrow. That game's going to be heard on KTRS Radio. But talk to me about the inner workings of this Eli Drinkwitz contract extension. This was sort of out of the blue, but I guess when people come asking and sniffing around, Mizzou better act and act fast, or they might lose the guy.
Yeah, and within the last 2 or 3 weeks, in talking to people at Mizzou, I had asked if they had heard from Eli or his agent about the possibility of moving to another school, and they had not. But they said, we will do everything we can to keep Eli Drinkwitz, and we have whatever it takes to keep Eli Drinkwitz at Missouri. And clearly that's the case, getting more than $10 million, getting an upgrade to his coaching staff salaries and his NIL budget. It's pretty remarkable. And McGraw, we go back to July 24th. That's when he signed his last extension. So I'm figuring that by April or May, he'll probably get another one.
Well, yeah. I mean, it just goes to show you the landscape of college football. What's interesting is you've got teams that have coaches that would have been hot commodities sort of buck up, right? You've got Matt Rule in Nebraska. You got Drinkwitz. There's a couple of others that the team said, look, we'll be more than happy to pay you more just as long as you stay here. So this is kind of a new development in college football.
Yeah, and we're seeing now how much money every school is making. The fact that Mizzou can pay more than $10 million for their coach, the fact that Ole Miss has offered Lane Kiffin more than $10 million to stay. Clark Lee at Vanderbilt just got a new contract this morning. And people are protecting their investments because it costs a lot to build a program. And then if you have to start over, for example, if Mizzou would have lost Drinkwitz, they would have lost all of his assistants too. And they would have had to start a whole new program. Well, it makes sense to have a level of continuity in the program. And that's what Mizzou and so many other schools, Indiana, as you mentioned, Nebraska, now Vanderbilt, what they have done. And Ole Miss is trying to do the same thing with Lane Kiffin. I think it'll be a little bit more difficult for them.
Not only would you lose the head coach, not only would you lose all the assistants, but all the players would go too.
That's exactly
right?
right.
So I mean, you now they can transfer on a dime. So it's a lot worse than it was years ago. I was reading about Nebraska football, and their quarterback is making $3.5 million this year.
Mm-hmm.
If he and you've mentioned this before, but if he were to go to the pros, he'd probably take a pay cut in some way, shape, or form. And you have to wonder, Randy, in a weird way, college football might just become another pro football league in a weird sense.
I think it already has, McGraw. And it's amazing to me, as you mentioned, players can follow coaches around. A guy like the quarterback at Vanderbilt, Diego Pavia, he comes from New Mexico. Clark Lee hires the head coach at New Mexico to be an assistant coach at Vanderbilt, and he brings like 3 or 4 really good players that are best players with him, and they move around just like it's free agency. They get paid just like it's free agency. It really basically is pro football now. But the remarkable thing, like you said, Carson Beck, who was the quarterback that led Georgia to the championship a couple of years ago, he declared for the NFL draft last year, and he was coming off of an injury and found out that he would be taken in the 5th or 6th round. And Miami said, you know what, we'll pay you more than you would have made if you would have gone to the NFL. So he retracted his decision to go to the NFL, went to Miami for more money than he would have made in the NFL.
It's so, I mean, when are they going to lift the restrictions of only playing 4 years? Right? I mean, and then, because that's just an arbitrary NCAA rule, I guess.
Yeah, and the rule had been you had to play 4 years within 5. And then it changed because of COVID and because of injuries. There was a 9th-year tight end, a 9th-year college player for Miami last year. And now Pavia and one other quarterback have sued the NCAA saying that or requested the ability to play beyond JUCO years. So they don't want junior college years to count against their eligibility. So theoretically, they could play 4 at a 4-year university and then 2 at a JUCO, so they get 6 years of college football.
Really, if you're the NFL, you've got to start saying this is no longer our minor league. This is going to be a competitor here at some point.
No doubt about it, because if you're the NFL and you're starting to get players at 24 and 25, then you don't have them for as long a time. They become a free agent at 29, and usually by the time you're 30 in the NFL, you're on the wrong side, and the average NFL career is only 3.5 years. But if you're college football, you're loving this, because if you can keep guys for 5 or 6 years and have really good players, your product winds up being better. If you're playing a 24-year-old, 60-year guy, rather than an 18-year-old freshman, you're going to have a better product. He's going to know what to do more than the 18-year-old is.
What a crazy, crazy world. All right, with all that being said, it is a completely different world. Tomorrow, 2 o'clock start time, I believe, Mizzou takes on Arkansas, 2:30. Joe Davis is telling me 2:30. Arkansas is not very good, but you're a little worried about Arkansas.
I am. Bobby Petrino is, I don't know if he's coaching for his job. He hasn't won a game since he took over as their interim coach, but they can score points and they allow points. And I think that Missouri will be, I think there'll be a tough out for Mizzou. Mizzou's already got their bowl the setup that they're going to play in the bowl. I would think that now with Drinkwitz in place that the Mizzou might be a little bit more motivated, but I don't think that this is going to be a walkover, even though the Razorbacks are as bad as they are. They're 2-9. I think it'll be as Coach Charlie Spoonhour used to say, I think it'll be a taffy pull for Mizzou.
There you go. Randy Carricker. Wow. Who is your sponsor?
It's our friends at Dalco Home Remodeling. And here's the thing. I got a great deal, but you have to act now because 2025 is the final year to receive a $600 tax credit that's ending forever. So Dalco offering an additional $600 in credit, and you need to take advantage of the great offers that are available right now at Dalco Home Remodeling. And I'm going to tell you, McGraw, there are so many great things that Dalco does for the St. Louis metro area. Well, if you can get to them now, and here we are on Black Friday, they have a deal that you can either take advantage of today or for the rest of the year if you want to. That's right. They've upgraded, and they're going to be working through the end of the year to make sure that you have the best window offer available. Still earn that $600 tax credit on new windows. Plus, Dalco has upped the ante to an additional $260 credit per window for up to 10 of their Elite Series windows. That's up to $3,200 in window credits with Dalco, plus 0% financing for 18 months. The Energy Star tax credit is ending, so order your windows by the end of December. To get this deal, call 314-298-7300. That's 314-298-7300. Online at DalcoHomeRemodeling.com.
Join us for a nostalgic evening of love, joy, and timeless music as Rain, a Beatles Christmas tribute, brings the spirit of the season to life. Enjoy holiday favorites and legendary Beatles hits in a festive celebration made for families, friends, and fans of all ages. Come together and share the peace of the season with Rain, a Beatles Christmas tribute.
At the Fabulous Fox on December 11th. Tickets at fabulousfox.com.
Look at our alums, the contributions that they have made throughout industries in the St. Louis region.
Terry Freerks, a graduate of the University of Missouri, St. Louis.
UMSL is embedded in the fabric of the St. Louis community. We're hands-on, and when our students graduate, they are definitely career ready, but maybe more importantly, they're career confident.
More is what moves us. Find your more at more.umsl.edu.
Be part of the team that keeps America moving. Truck Centers, Inc., a family-owned network of 12 heavy-duty truck dealerships across Illinois, Missouri, and Indiana, has been built on reliability, respect, and relationships for over 55 years. We're hiring skilled diesel mechanics, parts specialists, and collision repair techs with sign-on bonuses for experienced professionals and veterans. Join a team where leadership knows your name and you are valued. Apply today at truckcentersinc.com.
Health insurance can feel complicated, but Medica health plans are different. See, we're nonprofit, which means people first, not shareholders. And we're right here in St. Louis with affordable plans for local care you trust. Your doctors, your hospitals, to help you feel your best. With Medica, your health coverage can feel a bit simpler. And now, we're here for you. Medica Health Plans. You're not just covered, you're cared for.
He's coming. Here he goes. Surprise! Your table saw broke. Also, the warranty expired weeks ago, so you need to pay for a new one out of pocket.
At Progressive, we know small business owners don't usually like surprises because they cost you money. But a good surprise that could save you money? Getting a commercial auto quote from Progressive.
Oh, Oh, and the replacement part you ordered doesn't fit, so it's completely useless. What a waste.
Surprise yourself. See if you can save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
What goes great with Mizzou Tigers football? Well, Dogtown Pizza, of course. And with 12 different flavors to choose from, you can have a different pizza every game.
Pepperoni peppercini, hot chicken, the SOB sausage onion bacon, and the newest addition to the lineup, meatball mozzarella.
Forget the pumpkin spice. The best fall flavor is football and pizza. MIZDOG. Dogtown Pizza and dogtownpizza.com. Dogtown Pizza, and check out all 12 flavors online at dogtownpizza.com.
Now, back to McGraw. Presented by Londoff Chevrolet and Londoff.com on the Big 550 KTRS.
All right. Well, Frank, for our last segment here, broadcasting from Christopher's, St. Louis tradition. We've been doing this 9 years. Hopefully we can do it again for 10. But it is the 30th anniversary of Christopher's. Mark Coulter joins us and Jennifer here for one last check. How are things going? Jennifer's right. This table's looking a little thin here.
Sparse.
I think everybody better get over here right away. I was like, the Christmas stuff is selling out. It's selling out fast.
When do you make the change? Or I mean, you must have been working on this all week or last 2 weeks or something.
No, so September 1st.
Okay.
We started. Usually we don't start that early.
Right.
Thank you. We don't start that early, and it has been selling.
Yeah.
Earlier than ever.
Yeah. Now you have these back here as storage.
Storage this year.
Do you have other storage, or
we do?
Okay.
So we do have other storage. On-site, off-site,
yeah,
and all of that.
It's a bit of a logistical nightmare, I would think.
It is. Most of our inventory is on-site. We have about 90% of it on-site. It's the big volume items, the glass trees that we had to put off-site for a bit. We literally only have 4 left of those glass trees.
You were going to bring one over to show us. We haven't seen one.
He's selling them too fast.
I know. I feel like I need to hold them.
Yeah, no, I will go grab
Talk
one.
about your staff real quick, because they're the front lines. They do a really good job.
I always tell them every year and every day, if it wasn't for you, we would not be here, truly. And they care. The care is beyond anything for themselves as a team, but then for our guests, welcoming them every day and just loving on them more and more.
The other thing, too, about this store, Jennifer, you kind of touched on it. You're not paying a light bill here, right? You're in here, you're having a good time, or you want to have a good time.
Yes.
Or you're going to have a good time.
Yes.
I mean, that's very different than going to the store and paying the light bill. Or
And just, it's about the memory. It's about the memory of just not Christmas, but Easter, Valentine's Day, all of those occasions in life, that we can celebrate, and all that. We have, many things to be grateful for. And that's
you should be really proud of yourself, because, I mean, it's not easy. It doesn't happen by accident. It looks like, you just threw it together.
Yeah.
It's just here.
McGraw,
right?
this is the hardest working man I know. I mean, they are in here 7 days a week, year round, redesigning their displays, bringing out new merchandise. It's all clean, it's organized, it's beautiful. It's such a great place to come buy a hostess gift or just general everyday gifting, right?
Yeah.
In addition to the holidays. It's just such a great place.
And no one sees all that hard work, right? They just see the nice Christmas stuff on the table. Say, how hard is this? This is easy. Yeah, it's just here.
And I always say, for this one, Missy standing next to me, Miss Hard Worker, we say, oh my, now this woman with her bug to the, the marketing campaign you just did is the most genius thing with the bug. Oh my gosh.
The TUI is.
Thank you.
That's the plight of a small business entrepreneur.
And support each other, right?
Yes.
I mean, we support each other everywhere we can. Not only do Mark and I both, walk the walk, talk the talk, and we shop at other local small businesses, but we support other small businesses owners. When you have events and collaborating and social media and any way you can. It's so important.
Yes.
Jennifer Williams, thanks for coming in.
Yes.
Thanks for having me. And make sure you guys get by Christopher's today or tomorrow, Small Business Saturday, or December 6th. shopping with Santa and Mrs. Claus.
What? Shopping with Santa and Mrs. Claus. That sounds like a pretty good deal.
Yes.
And St. Louis Closet Company bring a new unwrapped toy right there on Big Ben, just north of Manchester
Toys for
Road.
Tots. Toys for Tots. You know, we've been doing it for 17 years.
Oh, my gosh.
And, you know, we can never collect enough toys.
Last year, the largest pickup in the Marines' history.
In the St. Louis community.
In the St. Louis area.
How
yeah.
neat.
Yeah,
Oh,
so bring a
that's
new
commendable.
unwrapped toy. Matter of fact, buy a toy from Christopher and
Yes.
then head over and drop
There
it off.
you
at
go.
St.
Oh, my
Louis.
God,
have
that
a
is
few.
perfect. That is
Simple
perfect.
Simple as that. Mark, get back to work. Thanks for checking in.
Well,
Thanks
thank
for your
you all.
hospitality,
Happy
as
holidays.
always.
And next year, we will absolutely have you as always.
Well,
So-
10th anniversary, you have to do
Yes,
10 years.
that's right.
You betcha. All right,
Yes.
good stuff. All right, we are officially done. Before we head out, Emerson's eating some of this cinnamon cake you got right here.
Emerson's eating all of it.
How's that cinnamon cake? It's pretty good? Yummy. All right, good. Hey, let me tell you about Piccadilly at Manhattan. It is considered the oldest St. Louis restaurant, Piccadilly at Manhattan, Piccadilly.com. What's great about Piccadilly is that you will never, ever accidentally be driving down the street and say, oh, that's where the Piccadilly is. You got to go find it. But once you find it, it's a hidden gem. That's what makes it so special. Clearly, they've been finding it for 100+ years since it's the oldest restaurant here in St. Louis. Piccadilly at Manhattan, great for this weekend. You got some friends in town. You got some family in town. You've had enough turkey. Maybe you had enough filet mignon. How about a nice little chicken pot pie, burnt ends pot pie, whatever they got. Catering, dining in, but just swing by Piccadilly at Manhattan. You can make a reservation, or they'll stick you in the corner somewhere. It doesn't matter. They'll make sure you are taken care of. Piccadilly at Manhattan or Piccadilly.com. From Christopher's, thank Rose for coming in on Black Friday, Carl for coming in on a Black Friday, Joe Davis coming in on a Black Friday, Jennifer Williams, and everybody else associated with the show. We thank you. Thanks for putting up with us each and every day. We're back Monday morning, 6 a.m. Have a great, safe weekend, everybody. And we'll see you Monday. So long. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.